Yes, people, and welcome back to another Game Day live on DR Sports. You're here with myself, Fuad, and we're here for the early midday kickoff, Liverpool versus Chelsea. And of course, I had to be joined by a couple of lovely guests. To my right, I've got the lovely Sophie Rosa, representing Chelsea, of course. How are you?
I am very hungover, so I apologise that I look vile today.
The early games, you know what they say, cobwebs in the eyes.
But I'd rather just get the game out of the way.
That's it.
Get it done. It's the battle of...
That's the thing with the early kickoffs, isn't it? It's always got the potential to either start your weekend on a high or really low.
We know we're both terrible, so it's the battle of who's more shit today.
And listen, joining me for the battle of the mid on the other side, of course, we got my guy Doyle. How are you, bro?
The words that I'm hearing, lad, are just painful. Every single word is like a dagger to my soul, lad. The battle of the mid. What? We played for every single cup last season. What's happened to us? Mate,
this is what I've been hearing all week, and it seems like that with these two teams, kind of like, where are your heads coming into this game?
This is the thing, lad. Like Sophie was saying, well, you said that it could make or break the weekend. I feel like everyone's weekend, apart from Liverpool and Chelsea, started off great having this game because you're just sitting there watching who's going to drop the bag first, lad. Who's going to be crapper than the other one today? I can't believe that we're on the same points as them, lads. Like, they have been poor, but so have we, evidently. You know what I mean?
It's mad. I think you've both won the same amount of games, both drawn the same amount, and I think Chelsea may have lost one more game, I think, because Liverpool have a game in hand, possibly. But
we're, how can I describe this season, really? It's a bit bizarre. I just find the whole season very bizarre, and I didn't, all my predictions that I made for the season were based on Tuchel being in charge. And I never saw us being this bad. I think when you get new owners in or, a new manager, whatever, especially in our case, both, you always expect there to be a little bit of a rift somewhere, like a bit of a shake-up, but nothing to this extent.
Do you expect, though, a new manager bounce as well with that? It almost feels like you guys didn't really
We never really had one, though. Like, as soon as Graham Potter came in, we weren't playing well before, because we didn't really have any reinforcements in from the summer, any decent ones anyway. We had 11 players injured the other day. And I was at Fulham, the Fulham away game, and I haven't seen like a hostile crowd like that in so long. Like, fans were shouting, it wasn't even something that I approve of. They were like, "Your shit." Fans were turning on their own players almost, and you don't like to see that.
Yeah. Is that kind of the state of Chelsea at the moment, though, where kind of you guys are spending a bunch of money, a manager?
Babe, I don't even know where to start with it. You can't fault him for being stingy and wanting to run it as a business by trying to keep us just top four. He clearly wants to compete, that's clear, but he's being very negligent, shall I say, with his spending, and I think he's coming from a place where he doesn't have a clue about English football or European football. He's going after anyone that he thinks his enemies are going after, his competition.
Is that kind of how you feel as a Chelsea fan, that your targets aren't almost even targets, if you like? You're just kind of going after whoever's available?
Yeah, because it's literally an owner who has no clue what he's doing, so he's just throwing money here, left, right and centre. And to be honest, the money that we are spending, we don't even know if they're going to pay off.
Yeah.
Like, literally, we don't know. Like, you're offering an 8.5-year contract to Mudryk.
Mudryk, yeah.
As well as your scouting system before all of this has been fantastic. Chelsea have had one of the best academies in the country for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
The amount of wonderful players that you have produced and not used is insane. So this type of tactic of buying people that other people are looking at is silly. Because you know why then play them?
I also think it's because of the amount of injuries we have as well. We're just trying to get anyone in. Like, we have our whole first team was basically injured. You can make a starting 11 of all the injured players and it's our best players. Reece, Ben, the minute we lose those two, we're screwed. Kante has been out for most of the season. That's another thing there. Mendy, our first choice goalkeeper, he's out. I mean, then Sterling gets injured, then Aubameyang, then Loftus-Cheek. I mean, I've never known us to have this many injuries. But at the same time, I think Todd needs to manage the club a lot better. If you're going to offer an 8.5-year contract, I know people say it's to get around FFP and stuff, but besides that, we don't even know if he's going to be any good. So it could be a waste of money in general.
It's a big gamble. And I think this is the thing you're seeing with Chelsea now. It's like the fans' patience is probably being tested more than ever. And the thing is, Chelsea fans have never had to be patient. I feel like for 20 years under Roman, it was always instant success. Something's going wrong, chop and change. I don't care who you are, whether you're Conte, Jose, Ancelotti. Winning is all that matters here. And it feels like the new owner's come in and he's trying to almost make his mark and make his stamp, but it's almost in a bullish way. That doesn't seem like it has any idea. You could. The one thing I will say though is a lot of the signings you have made, and it says here the January spend so far, I think Chelsea have spent 173 million in comparison to all the other leagues, which in total is 69 million.
That's ridiculous. So let's just break that down. La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A and La Liga and Ligue 1 have spent 69 million in total in January, Chelsea have spent 173 million and are still 10th. It's because, and I said before what Sophie was saying, so their scouting system has been, let's look at other targets for other clubs, and you've seen it with Mudryk, right?
Yeah.
But you can't do that, because when you're looking for a player, you look for a player for your system, your team, the way they function. If you go and get players for someone else's team, they don't necessarily work in your team. If someone done that with Salah, for example, took him to Chelsea, didn't work, brought him to Liverpool, one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
You've got to have your own unique
100%.
scouting system to find the players that work with your system, and that's what your owner is struggling with right now. And I don't know why. I can only work out, the only thing I can figure out is Graham Potter too nice? Is he saying, okay, you just buy what you want? Because really what he needs to do is go, listen, lad, I'm the one in charge of who we get, where I play them, all this type of stuff. So you give me the money and I pick the players. Because is he having a say in who's buying and stuff? Because Mudryk for me is a mad shout to spend £100 million on. I mean, we've just done it with Darwin Núñez, but whatever. 12 goals, he's played 30 games. That's it, lad. That's £100 million for that type of player.
Crazy. It's more the potential you're paying for, I would say.
Still low.
But is there a sense of maybe though, behind all of this, if you do look at the average age of these players they're signing and the length of their contracts they're signing 7-8 year contracts, and a lot of these players are Badiashile, I'm looking at.
He was good
Mudryk,
the other day.
You look at Fofana, you look at Cucurella. All these players are roughly 24 or under.
Yeah.
So
well,
you could say,
for me,
as much as it looks a bit aimless, is there a degree of you're building for the future, even though it seems a bit scattergun
protecting themselves financially?
Once the outgoings happen, I feel like the picture will start to be a little bit more clearer, because right now you have almost like a layover of 3 different managers' squads all into one.
I get it, but the way I see it is, if you remember when Spurs sold Gareth Bale and they just bought a load of big names or whatever else and none of them fit together, that's what we're doing at the minute. Like you said, my biggest thing is you don't just buy big names because you don't know they're going to work together properly. You don't know if they're going to all gel well together as a team. You're meant to build a decent team that all the players like feed off of each other, they match each other. Just buying a load of big names and a big load of expensive players doesn't mean that your team's necessarily going to be the best team at all.
Perfect example of that was he wanted Ronaldo as soon as he come in, didn't he? He literally wants to buy Ronaldo from Man United, even though it definitely wouldn't have worked at Chelsea. It wouldn't have made no sense for him to go there, but he still wanted them.
Yeah,
which tells you it is thinking along football. Like, so I don't think you can blame everything on the owner of the club. I think you definitely have to look at Graham Potter. I really do. When Jurgen Klopp has a say,
you've got the security he does as well. You've got to throw your weight around.
You do. You have to make him mark, and you have to be not vicious, but you have to be you have to have your authority known to them, from the owners to your players and all around. I am in charge. If you look at someone like Jose Mourinho, if he goes into a club, or Conte, they go in and they say, this is my money now. You're giving me money for me to spend for my club to help you make some money. That's what that's all about. And it just doesn't seem like it's clicking right now with Chelsea. And it's exactly what you said, and spot on. There's 3 different teams in that squad. There really is. And it's all different layers of these different types of
injury FC at the minute.
Systems going on in your team, and it's just not working. Same with us, by the way. We're injury FC as well. We've got Virgil out. We've got Bobby, Jota, Diaz. Our front line is basically depleted. Núñez has just come back. Diaz is boss.
Let's actually move on to Liverpool, because you guys have obviously won the last game. This might actually be a bit of confidence coming into this, but
I don't know.
Liverpool on the other hand though, now it's back-to-back defeats, and I think that Brighton one hurt a little bit more than the others. It was just it was the manner in which the defeat took us apart. As well.
They played like they were Liverpool and we were Brighton. No disrespect to Brighton, because you're playing fantastically well. Your clubs run marvellously well as well. Just wow, that was the pixelation of Liverpool's season and how poor we've been playing. And credit to them.
Don't you feel like, as a fan, and I saw this at Craven Cottage when we played Fulham away, fans don't always demand that you win every game. They just want to see you playing well.
Performances matter.
Yeah, they do matter. And at the minute, I don't think Chelsea and Liverpool are doing that at all. And I do think it falls on Graham, a lot of it. Everybody hated me because I said I'm not sure if he has what it takes or whatever. But fans aren't that, how can I put it? Like, they're not unreasonable. But when you see your team going out there every week and there's simple mistakes where you're just there like, how are you that bad? Like, a lot of it comes down to the manager. But yeah, I don't have any expectations for this game. It could go either way. Like, I mean, we're both shit.
And it says that Liverpool have conceded at least one in each of their last 8 Premier League games. Last doing so in May and October 2016.
Also, Fuad, we just don't score the first goal, lad. I think in our last 20 games, out of like 15 of them, we've conceded the first goal, lad. It's ridiculous. Even that going into last season when we were phenomenal, we'd turn it round, but the mentality's dropped off so much now that we don't seem to be able to take control of games and put our foot on the gas and make chaos in the back line. It just doesn't seem to work anymore. Our high press isn't there. Our midfield skipped over. It puts loads of pressure on the defence as a result. And then we're just getting loads of chances against us. It's unbelievable. I've never seen Liverpool so fragile.
Are you team? Do you still like Klopp?
Absolutely.
I was going to say,
absolutely. Yeah, because I do.
Sorry, there's a super chat just been sent in as well. Big up Tina, and get involved in the chat as well, guys. But she says, leading to this, Doyle, is it basically the end for Klopp?
No.
And in the sense of, are there questions now to be asked? Because you say there the system is failing. You say the midfield needed replacing. The defence isn't really patched up together. The forwards aren't scoring anymore. I understand the players at some point have to take accountability, but he's the one putting the players out there. He's the one setting the team up. He's the one that got all the credit when the system was going right. So now that it's going wrong, does he also have to take some of the blame?
Absolutely. The same way I was talking about Graham Potter when the Bayern players, Jurgen Klopp has to take responsibility for the way his team are playing right now because he is the boss. And in my opinion, he is taking responsibility for that. If you look at the team sheet today, for example, there's a lot of new names in there. We've got Bajcetic in centre defensive mid, and we've got Milner in right back. We've put Elliott in right wing, and we brought Keita in. Like, he is trying to switch things about. We've changed formation this season a few times. It's just a team now that is depleted of mentality, hasn't quite competed in the way they thought they were going to, and as a result we're just not getting them performances that we want. And Sophie was talking about this earlier with the fans. In my opinion now, Liverpool haven't got much to fight for in the league at all. Not even top 4, maybe might drop out to top 4.
You think that's
now.
out of the picture now as well?
Maybe. I'm not going to say it is because it's
Chelsea
the season when we got it. But what Liverpool are playing for this season now, in my opinion, is performances. I just want to see us finish this season incredibly strong with a mentality going into the next season that we can compete, because nothing that I've seen from the lads this season has been good, lad. Nothing. We beat the big teams. We beat Tottenham. We beat City. We beat Napoli when we needed to. That's the one bit of hope.
Getting up for the big games isn't a problem.
We seem to be able to do it, lads.
We do. Which
tells me it's all about mentality. It tells me that's exactly what that is. Because if you can play against the best sides, it means the quality is there. But if you drop off during the games against the less quality sides and you lose, it's because your mentality is not there. That's what it's all about. We need more fight, lad. Liverpool need to be a high press like we used to, cause chaos in the back line, and make sure that midfield's backing up the high press so that we can make them make mistakes and score goals. Because it's just, I don't know about you, if you've watched Liverpool recently, it doesn't look the same Liverpool.
No, 100%,
it really doesn't.
You can tell.
It looks weird, lad. It's like, it's a passive, just passive passes, it's fine. Even like the sharp 1-2.
You would never be able to see teams outwork Liverpool. And now it's almost like on a frequent basis, it's how you almost beat them. It's like they're not able to hit that 5th gear or something, and you start to think, is it maybe... I said it, for me, I think it's personally an issue of Klopp. I feel like he's had his trusted guys, and he's almost, they're the ones letting him down now. And because he's built that relationship and built with them, I think you have to have that ruthless streak to be able to cut that tie when the time is right. With Fergie, with Wenger, I think we've seen that with previous players, but it's one of those issues. Let's read the lineups anyway, because the teams are out.
I wanted you to surprise me today.
Yeah, so Chelsea, let's start with Liverpool actually. We got Alisson in goal, Gomez, Konate, Thiago, Milner, and then Keita, Salah, Gakpo, Elliott, Robertson, and Bajcetic, as you said. So the youngster gets a start today. Is that pretty much the form lineup for Liverpool, I would say? Aside from Trent obviously potentially missing for Milner at right back.
Yeah, I would say definitely. I don't know, to be honest, I can't really tell you why Milner's coming at right back. Bajcetic though, honestly, young lad, fantastic feet on him, workhorse. He looks like a good little prospect, and he's been playing really well for us. We played against Wolves midweek in the FA Cup replay. He was one of our best players on the pitch, mate. So Klopp is all about giving the youngsters chances, and I don't see why not when we're performing so badly and our tenured, experienced footballers aren't producing the results. So get the young lads on, let's see what they do, and I guarantee today he'll have a good performance because he'll want to prove to the manager, I deserve to be in this squad with these bunch of lads, and in this moment I'm going to take my opportunity. Sophie, and I think he will. I think he's a good little lad, honestly. And Sophie, watch this Mudryk today. He's a good little
Premier
footballer.
League start today for him, and of course he scored in the cup game he played last time out. Of course, in his debut, it wasn't the easiest time, but what a way to kind of redeem yourself, and now gets his first start as a reward. Let's have a look at the Chelsea team now, shall we?
Yeah, can we? Because I'm a little bit confused.
So we've got
Badiashile I like.
Yeah, so we've got Kepa in goal. You've got Badiashile back in the lineup again. Jorginho, Thiago Silva, Chalobah, Mount, Ziyech and Gallagher starts today. Havertz, Cucurella and then Lewis Hall as well. Any surprises there for you, Sophie?
Not really, no.
Badiashile, are you excited about seeing what he could bring? Obviously, he looked...
Badiashile.
Yeah, he looked decent in his debut.
Yeah, he did look good the other day. Probably that's sort of been a main problem this season. Our defence has been very weak. Koulibaly, although he got the goal at Fulham, was not good. And we wanted him for years, and I think we signed him too late.
Is that what it's the case of? Because it almost feels like that. Like, he was meant to be this big marquee signing, almost like you're not going to miss Rudiger. I think he's earning approximately 300k a week. So it's, you expected him to come in and really almost make the same difference Thiago Silva did. Because he came in at 36.
We were talking about Koulibaly for years. When I did the Chelsea fans channel, which was like 7-8 years ago, we like every transfer
one of the
window,
names
we were talking
you
about
always
him.
saw linked with the Premier League.
And then he never came. And then when he did, obviously he's a bit older and stuff. And I think if you're going to be an older player when you come into the Premier League, it's going to be much tougher for you anyway, because it is such a fierce league. And the intensity of it is probably too much, which I think is why a lot of teams now are going for the more younger players, like trying to get them in because they can handle it.
Do you know what I think with Koulibaly as well? I think him playing in that left centre-back role is exposing him a little bit. I think with that role, you do need to play with the ball a lot more. You do need to be able to bring it out. And you're going to be dragged out wide to get into those 1v1 battles. And I think he's someone who needs to play in, like Thiago Silva, for that bit of protection. Or in a back four maybe, but now maybe his legs have gone a little bit.
Listen, I think that left centre-backs back.
All I'm going to say is Koulibaly, right? Koulibaly left Napoli. Napoli are now top of the league. Okay? There's a reason why he left. There's a reason why a squad that's doing so well went, you know what, we can afford to lose you.
Are they top, Napoli?
Yeah, they're not just top. Of the league, they're destroying their league. They're unbelievable this season. I know. And Juventus haven't conceded since October. Haven't conceded.
We'll talk about Juventus.
That's mad. And then he scored five
they've
goals.
They've got a lot of drama going on.
It's not. But just to add to that, it's not all Koulibaly. It's not he's not the reason why they're doing well now and Chelsea doing poor.
Kepa is another thing we've got to talk about, because he has now been at Chelsea for
75 years.
75 years.
Are you surprised no Mudryk today?
Yeah, I am surprised. Yeah, if I was Potter, I'd just play him. We've got nothing to lose. We're terrible.
Yeah.
It's only a risk if you've got a really stable starting 11.
Playing for who?
And you're going to put him in, huh?
Who would you playing for?
Anyone.
Anyone?
Anyone.
Fair play.
Let's put him on the pitch. But Kepa is a worry for me because he's been here for years now. He's not improved. He has his spells where he's had some top games, like against Aston Villa, he made some crazy saves there. But then he just goes back to being terrible. So he has to go. That's another big thing for me. So before we even get to the forwards, we've got issues all over the place.
I'll be curious to see where Lewis Hall plays today as well. He's been kind of a surprise breakthrough over the last month or two. And because you've got Chalobah, you've got Silva, you've got Badiashile and Cucurella all in the lineup. So I'm thinking, is that going to be a back four, a back five? Who's going to be playing right wing back? So I'm curious to see where this looks. For me, I think Mudryk, potentially, this would have been the perfect kind of game to announce yourself, go on. Liverpool are not really at it. Go and get at them, show why you're the 100 mil signing. But we'll be interested to see. Make sure you send your predictions in as well. I want to know what you guys think ahead of this game before the teams come out.
I'd like to actually know that. Should we do a poll on this? Because this is hilarious and I can't believe I'm about to ask these to do a poll. Who is worse this season, Liverpool or Chelsea? That's a good poll.
Actually, that's a good poll.
Who's been worse?
Because it's kind of neck and neck. You could make a case for either one. Who do you guys think is actually having a worse?
I don't know. This is the worst I've seen us in a very, very long time. I'd probably say it's the worst Chelsea team I've ever seen.
The worst. Well, you were born more than 20 years ago. Your teams were crap before that.
But even then, Gianfranco Zola, Torreira, Flo, Petrescu,
some of them.
This is worse than the Mourinho when we finished 10th that season. This is worse. This is 10 times worse. The fans are arguing with each other. The performances are terrible. We're not getting results. I know you're not either, but you've got no, let's just not even talk about it.
I would say,
Chelsea
in
are
my
worse.
opinion, I think Chelsea are doing worse, and the reason why I think they're doing worse is they spent an unbelievable amount of money, and it's not making an impact the way it should be. And Liverpool we have spent money on Nunes, and we all know what Nunes is.
Speaking of which, are you surprised he's not starting today as well?
No.
Someone just said it in the chat as well. So.
He was injured. He's been injured for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I think it's one of them where he's a high velocity type of player, and if you bring him in just straight away, he might pull something. So I think he might just throw him in for 30 minutes and let him play the last bit of the game. But no, not starting. I knew that was going to happen, to be quite honest with you. And if anything, I'm at, like the top 3. I'm happy with that. That's good. I like Elliott on the right. He's not playing centre mid. Elliott is a fantastic technical footballer. Without a doubt, he can play centre mid. Is this his best position? I don't think so. I think his best position is in a right wing position or a left wing position where he can still have that creative input, but he can cut in on his left and he can get a cross in, or he can take the man on with his technical ability. I don't necessarily think he's a workhorse in the centre mid. That's what you need to be in the Premier League. You need to have the flair, you need to have the passing ability, but you also need to be hard. And unfortunately, Elliott's a small lad. He's not massive. So he struggles in the middle when it comes to battling, in my opinion.
Speaking of new signings as well, over on Mudryk on the other side, what have you made of Cody Gakpo so far? First
I mean, I can't really make much of him. He seems a bit more refined than Nunes in the sense that his touch seems a little bit more finished. His passing seems a little bit more finished. He doesn't seem to have the pace and the physicality that Nunes has, but he does have something about him which I enjoy. He likes to get a shot off. He's got an eye for goal. He hasn't scored yet, but I think he looks like a good little prospect. Today is the first day that we've played him in his natural position. We're playing him on left wing, where he should be. He's got a good other 2 lads with him, Salah and Elliott, who can try and help him grow into the game. I don't see why he should struggle today. I really don't. Who's on the right back for you today?
Trevor, isn't it?
It says Chalobah's playing right back. So
Chalobah's a good defender.
The one he's going 1v1.
He is, but he is prone to make a mistake. But I think
is.
that's partly because he doesn't play a lot of games. I think obviously because of the injuries, that's why he's getting put in the team at the minute.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Conor Gallagher gets a start today. Are you?
I love Conor Gallagher.
Yeah.
I love him. He gave me one of the best goals I've seen.
Chelsea.
Gave me the only good goal I've seen this season at Palace. We were all screaming and shouting. I was a bit drunk, so I didn't really know what was going on. But he's a great player. I really hope we don't lose him. I think for him, he wants to definitely play week in, week out.
And he deserves to.
And he deserves to 100%. So I think that's why we might lose him. And I hope we don't, because he's a Chelsea lad. So he's too good to let go, but time is running out, so we need to sort of try and fit him in the system on a regular basis.
Do you reckon he could cement himself long term in that starting lineup? Or is he just going to be one of those kind of perennial?
Do you know what? It's not
players?
even his fault though, because we have so many injuries. Potter doesn't even know what his best starting 11 is. So we're throwing Connor in the odd game here and there. And if the team aren't performing well, he gets taken out quite a lot, and it's not really his fault.
It's true, but and this is my opinion, when you get put into a team like that, you have to take responsibility and shine amongst the pieces of wood. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but we're so bad,
But
babe.
it is difficult. I get it. I do get it. But this is the point. This is where people like Bajatek, for us, he's only a young lad, but every time he's come in, he's one of the best players on the pitch. So we're like, why don't we start him in the Premier League? Yeah.
Do you know who I do miss playing for Liverpool? And this
you miss playing for Liverpool?
No, I really miss seeing Mane play in the Premier League.
Oh, don't. Of course you do.
I do.
You're going to get going now.
I feel like that was like a little. I'm one of them.
No. Do you
do you
feel like a lot of your problems have been because he's gone, or no?
I mean, yeah, one of the best players in the world. If you lose one of them, then you're going to have problems replacing him without a shadow of a doubt.
I just always thought Liverpool fans were more Salah than Mane.
I don't know why everyone thought. There's literally, James Redmond. Everyone knows James Redmond, don't they?
Yeah.
He literally had a viral video saying Sadio Mane is the best player in the world. Okay, because Liverpool fans knew. We knew who was the best player. We did. We're not going to lie. And it's not necessarily just goals. It was his work rate. He was a hard track and back winger that would then sprint up to the top and he'd score a goal. But not only that, he elevated the standards of the team. So him and Salah had a natural rivalry, which I loved. They were friends.
They almost brought the best out of each other, yeah.
What happens when you've got that natural competitiveness is you want to be better. And so did they. And so did they. And everyone else in that team.
Now?
He's gone to Bayern Munich. And then everybody else sees that in the team and then they start to play better. It's just, you need to elevate standards. And
I don't know what the fuck's going on at the minute, because none of them are doing that.
No standards.
None of them are doing that.
You see it with
ours
Salah?
aren't, yours aren't.
I think
Silva is the only player that we really can say is consistent. basically. And he's good looking, so. To be fair, Fuad, I know we're not on Spurs, but you are just as terrible as us.
Hey, leave us out of this year. We're fifth place. We're way above you. We're nosebleeds.
No, but have you recovered from the other? Have you recovered from the other day?
It's been a rough week. I've seen North London derby batterings. I've seen
I know you did,
half-time 2-0 up batterings. Hey, don't forget my sporting director got arrested for 2 years yesterday as well. Listen, it's a mess at Tottenham Hotspur.
Juventus have been deducted 21 points.
Mate, 15. It's 15 points.
15 points.
Yeah,
Why?
15 points.
And now they're 11 because of some mad...
Listen, I don't think we can have that Juventus chat. I don't think I've ever seen a club more involved in shenanigans and scandals like Juve. Ever.
It's mad.
Can you name another club that's been involved in this many scandals?
Just like, it's Juve again.
And that's the thing. It's
I get it, yeah.
Oh, they're going on longer than the Mafia. Yeah. They're a criminal institution at this point.
I've got my own beef with Juventus because when Chelsea went to play there years ago in the Champions League, I went and we lost 3-0 and they kept us in the ground for 2.5 hours after. Damn. And I was dumb. So I don't feel sorry for them.
Teams are just coming out as well. Guys, send in your predictions.
That's it, Silver, please.
Let me know. What's your prediction for this game? Half-12, early kickoff today. What's your feeling?
Right, so Liverpool this season, to give them credit for something, because I've got to find something, they have turned up for the big games. We beat City, we beat Napoli, we beat Tottenham when we needed to. This is Anfield. Chelsea are very poor at the moment. I think we can win it. I still think we can see the goal. 2-1 to Liverpool.
2-1.
2-1 to Liverpool.
Anfield.
I'm getting nervous. So
what are you saying? You got the bottle on your head? You're going to lose the bottle today?
Right, you know what? I think this is... I'm liking the team. I like Lewis Hall in there. He's very quick, Lewis Hall. And he has made
a bit of a difference.
We can tell when he's come in, which is hard for a younger player.
It's definitely better than Cucurella.
God, yeah. I don't know what else. Do you know what? The only reason we signed Cucurella was because Ben Chilwell is always out injured. So we needed some sort of replacement. Nobody got it, but I knew what that was. And basically that's sort of, what's happened straight away. But he's not, he's not consistent. I'm going to go... The thing is, I don't see... We're all terrible. None of us can score. But 2-1 Chelsea. I have to give some Chelsea, sort of credit here.
2-1 Liverpool for Doyle. Let's have a look at what the people are saying as
2-1
well. 2-1
one way or the other.
2-1 one way or the other. I think I can see goals in this because I think both defences have issues in them. I think Kepa's prone to a mistake as well.
Fans are getting annoyed with Jorginho.
I just wonder if Chelsea have enough goals in them, but I think Liverpool will give them enough. I'll go for a 2-2 draw. I think.
Really? 2-2, that's 4 goals. Are you mad?
Yeah, I think early kickoffs, I'm telling you, there's always confusion. There's always mistakes. I've woken up too many early games and seen players still have cobwebs in their eyes, so it would not surprise me. But Yassir says he's going for a 1-1 draw. Darwin, Núñez and Kepa.
Because looking at the Liverpool team, they've got amazing players.
Looking at the Liverpool team?
Yeah, they've got great players. I don't know why it's not done together.
Alisson, Milner, Gomez, Konate, Robertson, Keita, Bajcetic, Thiago, Elliott, Gakpo, Salah. I don't know. Keita's been a little bit underwhelming. Bajcetic, obviously, new young kid coming into the team. Gakpo, new signing coming in. Elliott just break through. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a mismatch, that Liverpool team, in my opinion.
The lineup that I seen, right, the lineup was completely different. We had Gakpo on the left wing and Salah through the middle, which I actually prefer because Salah's a goal scorer. It doesn't matter if you put him on the right, left, centre, he scores a goal.
How old is he?
He's about 18, I think.
God almighty, he looks like a baby.
Watch him play football, though. He plays like a man, a fully grown man, believe me.
Court Green says 3-1 Reds.
Kai Havertz does turn up in big games. He's not consistent.
He does. He's a big player.
But in big games, he turns up.
And he likes to go against Liverpool.
He looked really good when he was linking up with João Felix in that debut game as well, prior to him getting sent off.
Do you know what? João Felix, because I was just behind the goal. He, from minute 1, was fantastic. Yeah. So it's a bit of do you know what I think happened there though? I think he was so eager to make a good impression that he just went too far with it, which does happen. You make a silly tackle.
He's played for Diego Simeone for years.
No.
You got that dog in him.
To Chelsea.
Stop it.
Philip says 1-0 Liverpool. L1CFC says 1-0 Chelsea. Tina says 1-2 Milner red carded.
If you lose, do you know what? If you lose at Anfield, right, it's more painful than just losing any other game away or whatever else. If you lose at Anfield, it hurts me. soul, lad. You remember for a long time.
I've never been to Anfield.
You've never been to Anfield?
I've been every time there's an Anfield game, I'm either at work or can't make it, blah, 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 blah. But I've been to Everton a million times. I've been every other ground.
Well, when we're playing well, it's wonderful and the atmosphere is great. When we're playing poor, it's like a library.
The atmosphere at Chelsea at the minute is...
Liverpool, honestly, we're renowned for having one of the best atmospheres in the world.
Yeah,
but recently, I can't lie, it's been a bit poor. It really has, and we're not doing ourselves credit anymore. We really aren't. It seems like the fans are fed up, the players are fed up. Everyone's just can't be bothered.
Yeah, it's definitely not nice going to games. You can feel the atmosphere around you. Fans are just like furious at half time.
Did you see Pep yesterday? Oh, not yesterday, again, the City game, the Spurs game. No. Did you see what he said about the fans?
What did he say?
His own fans.
No.
He said that the first half they were doing nothing, didn't cheer, didn't do nothing. Then we scored a goal and he started picking up. That's not what we need. We need fans to be supporting.
Well, I agree with that though.
I was like, ho! Pep was firing shots, lad.
What I think with the fan and players, it's a two-way thing. I think there's some games where the players have to get the fans going, and then there's some games where the fans have to get the players going. I feel
agree.
Like the derbies and things like that. That should be.
Oh, not Michael Oliver.
In my opinion, right, the way it should be is the footballers lead by example. Definitely, the footballers have to be on the pitch, and the second that ball kicks off, you get a shot off. You get a shot off in the first 2 minutes.
That's one of those early. Let him know you're there.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? That's what. No, that's it.
Robertson loves
that's
that.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Let him know you're there.
So
it ain't an easy day.
You start the game. The way you do it, right, is if you want to get in your opposition's head, you need to have a shot in the first 2 minutes, or you clamp them straight away. Here we are. Get the fans up for it. That's what it's all about, lads. Getting them excited, give them something to cheer for, because they are paying money to see something right now. They're not paying money to see mundane drab footy. No one wants to go and watch that unless you're going to win the games, and if you're not winning the games, at least give us performances. That's what we need.
Yeah. It is 100%. I don't think a lot of managers in that understand that, especially if you're a fan that goes week in, week out, if the performances are like this, like they have been for both of our teams, like you just feel a bit annoyed with everything, and you're not in the mood to cheer.
Yeah.
Even when you win, you're still not like fully in it.
Yeah.
You know, those fans are always happy, I'm sure. Leeds fans, because no matter what, they always score goals. You might concede them, but they always have exciting games.
In.
Oh, Chelsea! Oh my God, they hit the post! 1-0! Kai Havertz!
Go on, babe!
Game on!
Woo!
It's only taken 2.5 minutes.
Yay! Oh, this is more like it. I haven't seen us play like this in ages.
Wow.
Wow. I know it's Kai Havertz as well, but Corner Gallagher.
Listen, first corner, first goal for Chelsea. Kai Havertz on the rebound.
This is terrible defending, by the way. What are you all doing?
Gallagher corner. Oh, is he onside?
No, he's onside.
He's onside, yeah.
Milner.
Number 7, yeah.
Wow.
Corner Gallagher.
What a perfect start to the game for Chelsea. Is that a Badiashile assist?
Mate, what's the defending's terrible though. What are you all doing? You're just watching us.
Doyle, what are you thinking?
The marking's gone way downhill, babe.
Man, that's a lot of ball watching. That's a lot of ball watching. That's a lot of ball watching, man.
Corner Gallagher.
This season.
Gallagher.
I've got no words, lad. What words can I say to that crap, lads? Hey, that's like Sunday League defending, lad.
What a start.
What can I say to that,
lad? You know the drill.
Possible offside, though! VAR, save us! Save us, please!
Shit, he's offside.
No way.
Please save us.
No.
Liverpool!
What, is it
Liverpool!
Is it
yes, Liverpool!
No way.
Get in!
Ow! Yeah! Mate, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't need to make
when
sense.
He's got the ball.
This is Anfield, okay? Football heritage, lad.
No. Look, when he touches it, he's onside.
I don't know what to tell you, brother. Hey, all I know is...
And Thiago Silva, he's behind the ball.
Oh, no, wait. I don't know.
He's behind the ball when Thiago Silva hits it, so he can't be offside.
Can someone comment why that was offside? Because we don't get it. And
no, this makes no sense. I'm sorry. That made no sense. Milner's keeping him onside in the first phase, and in the second phase, he's behind the ball. It doesn't make sense.
Can someone tell us why? Yeah, someone tell us why, please. Because I genuinely don't know either.
That makes no sense. I'm sorry.
But
Liverpool for real.
Liverpool.
Chelsea coming again. Wow. What a start, though. This is what you want. Ooh, Chalobah with a heavy touch there.
What are you talking about? It's right off. I just did the biggest celebration ever.
No.
I just did the biggest celebration ever, and it just got disallowed.
Fantastic, love it.
Hey, more energy.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
How happy I am right now to not concede the first goal.
Nobody
in the first
can
10
make
minutes.
sense of it. People are saying embarrassing, says Vanny.
So tell us
Embarrassing,
why.
says Ridwan.
Someone needs to right, without the biasness of hate towards Liverpool, tell us why logically that was not given, because I don't understand either. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Please.
It's getting to the point now with VAR.
His foot is ahead of the ball, is what people are saying.
His foot is ahead of the ball.
I didn't see that.
His left foot. His left foot was ahead of the ball before his right foot struck it. Is that what they're saying? And go on!
What are you talking about? You're not even near the goal.
So what?
Right here. This could be a trademark Salah
wait,
move
what's he
here.
doing?
Oh my god, Gakpo!
Mate, just fouled him though on the other end.
That was so poor.
That's a good chance there.
Bro, that's not just a good chance. That's a clear cut. Just get it on target. That goes in, lad.
Yeah.
Are you messing me, Gakpo, lad?
Gotta get it on target, as you say. Warm the
Could
keeper's
probably
hands.
even had a touch there if he wanted to, lad. A little touch. No, lad, that was...
Yeah, he definitely could.
Whack. Oh, kid. This is going to be the game,
that.
lad. You
so
can see the game's going to be end to
saying
end.
his foot was offside or his leg was
Okay,
offside.
so it's not Liverpool. It was legit offside, okay?
We'll need some replays on that one. I'm not convinced on that, in my opinion. Listen, I don't hold no stocks in this race. If there was a way to see both teams lose, I would love it.
I mean, if decisions go for us, it's not... What I would say is it's not the fans' fault and it's not Klopp's fault. No one's making this happen, lad. It's not... I'm not making them give goals this large, you know what I mean? It's just
Fair. If it's off, it's off. I'm all for it. I just didn't see it.
Oh,
That was
good. Is that Lewis? Who was
Okay.
that? Was that? Oh,
Mason.
Mason. Oh, he looked like Lewis.
Come on, lads. Play better. My days, this game's already...
I love it. But this is what it does. It builds that early energy.
Oh, this game, lad. Come on.
Trudon saying Gakpo's the new Babel. They've started already, Doyley. They've started on your boy already.
I can't, lad, what can I say? I can't defend any of this yet, can I, lad? There's no defence yet, because they haven't made any defence for me, lad.
This is what I love about football fan culture. There is literally no mercy. Your player could have 6 minutes on the pitch on his debut. If
I know,
he's
and
missed the chance, hey, he's a dud.
Yeah.
He's a flop.
True, lad.
I'm annoyed.
It was like with Salah last season, lad. With Salah last season, he had a poor second half this season and a great first half. But I could back him, lad, because I was like, look how good he was the first half. So world class.
This season.
But all these players now, lad, they haven't proved themselves, so I can't defend them, lad.
Mate.
That's ours. That's a goal kick.
I thought that came off Havertz as well.
I'm annoyed. I feel upset about what just
Konate,
happened.
a little bit of injury free now. Do you hope he can kind of cement that kind of place and really take the mantle from Virgil?
Yeah, he's young, he's 24, lad. He's an absolute athlete. He can run, he's strong, lad. He's a good footballer, he's technical. I think he's a fantastic prospect for us. And not even a prospect, he's fantastic right now, and he can only get better, providing that he gets played all of the consistency without his injuries. That's lovely, that Thiago.
Yeah, man.
Honestly.
This has been a game of chaos already. Do you know what would be perfect in this game?
Yeah.
Nunes. I know.
As soon as I heard the word chaos, I knew what was coming
Yeah,
next.
you know, honestly, he'd cause some madness in here, some mayhem, lad. Because look at that back line doesn't look that solid either. They look all a bit shaky. What are you going to do, lads?
I can't
You've
believe
been brought
that.
on for Trent, lad. What are you going to do?
I'm proper gutted about
Sophie's
that goal.
still disappointed about that. Let him go.
No, because I haven't seen Chelsea score a goal in the first 2 minutes in a very long time.
I mean, I've seen Liverpool concede in the first 2 minutes a lot. So
Yeah.
that I didn't even like, it was just like, oh yeah. Oh my God!
Chelsea on the counter here. Havertz on the right.
What's going on?
Nice.
The
That's it,
game
that's
is
it. Go, 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 go,
so
go,
open,
babe,
lad.
go.
It's
Chelsea
so
are really
open.
feeling it.
Come on, honey.
Mate,
Just
this
whack
is
it in.
Anfield, yeah?
Oh, not backwards.
Liverpool
for
still
fuck's sake.
looking asleep these first couple of minutes.
I don't even know what to say about us, lad. Genuinely. Out to him, lad. Why are you letting him get across?
Great ball.
I don't get.
Oh, no.
Why are you jockeying him, lad? I don't get that. Your job as a fullback is to stop the cross.
Yeah.
That's before you do anything else, before you do assists, before you look for a pass, before you do anything, stop the cross is number one. And they're not doing that, lad. They're jockeying them.
Especially when
Where's the
someone like
intensity?
Ziyech, when he cuts inside, you almost know what he's going to do.
Yeah, the only problem with Ziyech is he's got a little bit of an attitude problem. And he doesn't really care. I think you could see when he was playing for Morocco how much he cared about those games, and he played 10 times better than he does for Chelsea because he doesn't give a shit.
So how do you get but then that's the job of the manager, in my opinion, to get the most out of them players. That's what it's all about.
That's what I mean, though. Like, he scored some amazing goals, especially from outside the box.
Talent player.
But Ziyech is very up and down. It's whenever he can be bothered to play well, he does. So
I think you've got a lot of players like that in your team, to be quite honest with you, that are temperamental. But it comes with how old is Ziyech now? He's a bit older now, isn't he? He's like 28, 27.
He's about 29, I believe.
Yeah.
He's kind of getting on there now. I think he's past the kind of potential.
Yeah, I was about to say, but usually when you're 23, 24, you get inconsistent performances.
I think now he's at that point in his career, in my opinion, where he should just leave Chelsea and just go somewhere where he'll enjoy his football.
Like AC Milan or something.
Cup, proving yourself at the world stage. I think with Ajax, you had a nice, cute run in the Champions League. Yeah. It was nice. Premier League, it didn't quite work out, but you could say it was a disjointed Chelsea team that you've joined. I think 29. Now go somewhere, AC Milan, somewhere.
That's what I said, yeah, AC Milan.
Where you can just go and enjoy your football. I know Sevilla languishing somewhere in the bottom of the table. Go and be their saviour.
Sevilla, lad, you're mad.
Mate, they're like 19th in La Liga.
Yeah, they've
I'm like,
fell
what
from
the
grace,
hell?
lads. We're talking about Liverpool and Chelsea doing that. They've had a major on them, lads. They're relegation battles.
That's why I think they lost their centre-back pairing, Diego Carlos and Koundé, and then pretty much been relying on like some 35-year-old pensioners, essentially.
That's what I love about Thiago there, by the way. It was a foul. Definitely was a foul. But you see the way he's just like a little terrier?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, Thiago is a technician, and he passes the ball well. You say that,
yeah, but you know one other thing I noticed? Since Thiago's come to Liverpool, he's had a lot of grey hairs come in. Bro, he used to look like the youngest man ever.
But I've got grey hairs.
Since he's come to Liverpool, it's like...
I've got grey hairs, lad.
10 years he's aged overnight. I'm like... That's not the boy wonder anymore. That's Mazinho.
He's 30. He's 31, 30, lad. He's getting on a little bit now, you know what I mean? But yeah, supporting Liverpool gives you grey hairs, lad. We all know as football fans, no matter what team you support, lad, it's going to stress you out, innit? And in particular this season, Liverpool have been stressing us out. Did he come after the Premier League and
Champions League as well?
Say again?
Did he come after the Premier League and Champions League?
Yeah.
Quickly.
So he's there during the stressful era.
Yeah. I mean, he still won some trophies though. He still won an FA Cup and a League Cup, you know. So he's still got rewards for coming here. But we haven't given him a big trophy, no. But he is consistently one of our best players on the pitch week after week.
He did dominate that Champions League in 2019 of Bayern Munich. I think he was arguably, you could say, the best player in the world.
That's literally why we bought him, lad. We were like, oh, Thiago, on a free. Come at 10, lad.
Was it on a free or 25 mil? I thought you got him on the last year of his contract.
It was that.
Yeah.
It was.
You guys had almost just agreed to deal in February or something like that.
Yeah, where we knew he was going. I think it was the same with Mane. You know, that type of thing where it's like, I've done everything I can here. I've enjoyed it. But I just want a new challenge now before my career ends.
I'll never forget that debut, man.
Against Arsenal and the top bin left corner.
You know, like where you just see someone burying your enemies and you're just like, go on, give it to them.
It was like an announcement of Liverpool are back. Look at us, we are here.
That literally what you said there, I think you could see almost like what Klopp was trying to build the year before with guys like Lallana, but you could see there was just a bit of quality missing. And then Mane came in and it was like, oh, you could see this guy wants to take the next level in his career. Liverpool want to go up that next level. Is this kind of like a perfect marriage?
It was.
And then Salah came in the next year and it was like the
beautiful
fuel
lad.
to the jetpack.
Beautiful lad. We have Bobby, Salah and Mane as one of the best trios in Premier League history, in my opinion. They really were. They were fantastic.
It was like season by season you built that together as well, innit? And now you're with Gakpo,
fucking hell. That's
Salah,
what you're doing, babe.
Elliot?
All you had to do is take a touch and leave it.
Yeah, how it changes. Football is a cruel mistress, as they say.
Oh, man.
Very cruel, lad, because the pain I've been through this year has been horrible. And I live in London, yeah. And you can hear how scouse I am. I'm super scouse, yeah. And I live here with the enemies, with all of the enemies, yeah. And I have to suffer their winnings and me suffering my losses, lad. It's awful. I can't be with me brethren. I can't be with them and enjoy and like be in despair together. I have to watch everyone else be successful and watch us be crap in the Dragon's Den, lad. You know, it's awful. It's horrible.
Let me read out some super chats as well. Big up MBGFM. He says, Liverpool, a.k.a. Los Guerreros FC. They lie, they cheat, they steal at Anfield. Hey, I like the way that rhymed, you know. More super chats like that, please.
We haven't lied or stole or cheated.
Big up Shorty AFC as well. I see you sent this super chat twice. Sorry, I almost missed the last one. He says, Sophie, will Chelsea's spending result in titles or mid-table obscurity?
It will result in most likely bankruptcy. And then after that, babe, listen, I don't know.
It actually won't, because the part of selling Abramovich to Bowley was he cannot withdraw his funds for 10 years. So essentially, you have to make sure you look after this club for the next 10 years.
So he's got lots of money.
In a weird way, and I think...
Oh, naughty!
Because of how the deal happens, he was given like 750 million of a Bly where he has to invest 700 into the club.
So that's why he's just throwing at it, lads.
Yeah, which was why I'm kind of like, do you know what? He's kind of been given, all right, you have to spend this much money. He's like, you know what? I'm going to get through a third of this right now.
Also, but it's not. That's not the issue. We can't keep just buying random players because our competitors want them as well. We have to rebuild a decent team. At the minute, it's just anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
I don't really get it.
Methodology behind it at all whatsoever.
It's literally like, say you went into Sainsbury's and you bought a sandwich, and then you bought like some stuff for a pasta, then you bought some stuff for a roast dinner. Well, you're not going to eat it all at once, puddings. Are you?
Yeah.
You like what? Like they're all great foods.
Like, you need to make a meal.
We need a meal.
Your broccoli, your carrots, your chicken.
Yes.
Your spuds, that's a complete meal.
Yes, we're not going to start buying, stuff for a pasta and then stuff for a curry if we're having a roast dinner.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. That's just my analogy.
That's why I said earlier, Graham Potter needs to take control of that. He's the one that needs to say, right, this is the system that I'm going to implement into your team. I just need money so I can buy the players that fit into that. But if he's got a net spend that he actually needs to make and spend, then it makes sense why he's just throwing money out everywhere.
Fuck knows. Don't ask me. I'm not Todd.
I think what he's done now, the one clever thing that he's done in two different ways is he's given them long contracts for a reason, right? So financial fair play, yes. But also, the fact that he's put them in 8.5-year contracts means if someone comes to buy him, they have to pay money for them. That's what he's protecting his finances in that way. That's what he's doing.
And in
a
weird way, guess what? I don't have to renew your contract at 8 years.
If
I tell you shut up and sit there,
you're getting 50 quid a week, lad, and that's it for 8 years.
That 120 grand Mudryk signed, he might become a 300 grand player.
Yeah.
Guess what? No. You signed that deal. Death row contract.
But the only problem I think with a long-term contract, and the reason I wasn't happy about it, is because if he does fail in this league, he could be amazing, but if he does fail in this league, we're now spending we've now paid him an extortionate amount of money per week, and we've wasted 100 mil.
Is it a problem though if you can afford it? Because let's be honest, a club like Chelsea, to them, that's chump change. Like, I think for someone like Spurs, if we had like 125 grand just rotting on bench, it'd be like, oh my God, he's taking up a third of our wages. What are we doing? For Chelsea though, it's like it's a drop in the ocean, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't really care. I think if you're a proper businessman or woman, then you can't be just being
Salah here on the right,
reckless with your cash.
Salah and Cucurella going for the twin act today, isn't it?
That's just a crap ball, isn't it?
Wow.
It's about 7 foot high. It's 70 foot high in the air.
Trent is disgusting.
This is awful. This is.
This game is very flaky.
Crap is what it is. Both teams have left loads of space for each other to score, and none of us can because we're both crap.
I don't know why they've given that as a high foot foul when both players have put their studs up there.
Mason's looking good. I like his haircut.
Would you reckon? Mason Mount goal today?
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, Kai Havertz normally turns up in these big games, as we saw 2 minutes in. Just obviously it got ruled offside. But I don't know. You can tell both teams are bad, I think, by how it just seems a bit all to me.
Started off quite quick and then it's just it's gone cagey now at this point, isn't it?
It's a fast-paced game, but I see a lot of mistakes on both
Lewis
sides.
Hall was in centre mid today as well. I said I'd be interested to see kind of where he plays. I don't even know what his natural position is at this point.
The thing is, people say we've got to give
midfield three.
They all say we've got to give Potter time to focus, to build a team, and blah blah blah. But I don't know, how much time do you give a manager, really? Because I'm not seeing us play any better since Tuchel left. It's worse.
And the thing is he's one of those managers that was kind of given so much praise for what
But Brighton is still doing well without him, so it can't always be,
dare I say, even better.
Yeah.
They look much better in all honesty.
I think sometimes managers just get lucky with a group of players they inherit, and they build from that.
And that's not to discredit what Potter did at Brighton, but I do think, as you say, he did have a group of players that I do think were good and kind of a little bit underrated. He definitely got the best out of them at times, I felt like, but it wasn't always consistent. But the one thing you could always say, I think, when he was at Brighton was he did play good football. He did have a identity and ethos, and now coming to Chelsea, that's why I asked you earlier on, kind of with the new manager bounce, that was the one thing I expected. Oh my God, Gakpo stolen it? Nope.
I don't know where that was going, out the stadium.
Nicked it off his Lewis Hall's feet and then just hit it into Rosetta. And he needs to get shooting boots on.
He needs to score a goal, that's what he needs, because look at it, he's snapping at everything, absolutely everything.
Great tackle.
Pass it.
But just composure.
I think Kite's gone in his way as well.
Where is that going? But no, sorry, just going back to that a second. My whole argument with Graham Potter, and everybody hammered me online, was if you're going to get rid of Tuchel, you need to replace him with somebody better. Yeah. And for me, I just think they're two different managers. I get it, but Tuchel was just one of those managers where he's very assertive. He was always on the touchline. I like quite like an aggressive, feisty manager. I know you don't need to be that way.
Jose mold.
Yeah, but I just feel like he was so technically good. It takes a lot to replace that.
Who are you going to get, though, instead of Graham Potter? I think Graham Potter was emerging as one of the best English managers in the Premier League.
But hold on, no. But again, you're talking about Brighton are still doing well without him.
No, absolutely.
But you're also talking about a guy that Brighton didn't have top 4 expectations and Champions League titles and Premier League title expectations. Chelsea do. So I don't see how you can do that. You can compare managers like Mourinho and Conte and Pep, and you can compare those as a group. I don't know how you can compare a manager that hasn't...
Because you've got to get progression somewhere. Jurgen Klopp managed Mainz for years and was in the second league of Bundesliga, and then when he went up to the Bundesliga, got a job in Dortmund, where he was then expected to finish top 4 to win the league and get into the Champions League spots, and he did it.
But we're not doing that.
You've got to implement managers that can develop, and that's what you're trying to do.
But
What I don't understand is this. You've brought in a manager, right, that is not used to spending money, not used to all this hype around the club, but then you've given him loads of money and you've created a lot of hype around the club. So that's why don't you just go and get a manager that knows how to spend big money? If you're going to spend big money anyway, because you're not implementing this academy system.
Is he even what they need at this point? It would be the question, and I think that's where a lot of the Chelsea fans' frustration comes in. Is
Trev.
They possibly felt that Tuchel deserved more time because he had the Champions League. He had that credit in the bank.
Go.
Oh my God, Chelsea are in here. Is he offside? Mount, no! Lewis Hall across the face of goal, and it's wide. I think Havertz might have been offside there, though.
I think he was.
They didn't even
Liverpool
go out.
Looking too easy, man.
The ball didn't go out.
Honestly, it was sliced open, lad. It's chance after chance after chance.
Go. I feel like Chelsea had been the better team.
You'd have.
But it's still a bit sloppy.
The problem with us is, at the start of the season, because we had all of our attackers playing, we could score goals still, but we were leaking a lot, but we still got a few goals in. Now, we can't even score goals, and we're conceding chances, and it's just lacklustre, lad. What can you say about this team? Look at the high press. Remember the high press? Where is it? It's non-existent. It doesn't exist, lad. We're at Anfield, and you're not doing a high press.
It's crazy.
What's this, lad?
The Liverpool team that
give me a t-shirt, lad. I'll go on the pitch, and I'll sprint everywhere, lad. I'll have no socks left after that much running, bro.
It's fucking all just a bit sloppy, isn't it? I don't know what...
both teams, to be quite honest with you.
It's a mess. All we're doing is kicking each other in the feet.
What am I looking at, lads?
It's not making sense.
God, I've not really watched you much this season, but you're not very good, are you?
No, Sophie. No, we're not.
And that's saying something because we're terrible.
Fuck.
Oh, he's onside, actually.
He actually was.
Should have just shot.
That's what I mean. No, you should have done so much better with that.
Mount should have hit that left foot.
Right, but no, you see what's happened? Right, so with Lewis Hall there, he shouldn't have waited for the ball to come in. He should know. He should know he's got to run into that space.
But it's still, even so, Mount, in my opinion, should just be hitting that. Left foot. You can hit that, lads. You got the ability. Why not?
Yeah. To be fair, when Mason actually uses his initiative and just takes a shot, he scores quite a lot of goals.
This is terrible from Gomez, this, you know. Why, lads? Why, what are you doing? Why?
Yeah, what is he doing?
I don't know what to say about I don't know what to say about them anymore, lad.
It's quite funny.
It's just really poor. It's sad for me to watch, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, not a short corner. Never works. When has a short corner ever worked in the history of corners? When?
It's possibly one of my most hated
When?
things within football.
Short corners.
No, short set pieces in general. Even if you've got a free kick, why are you taking
Con's
it
losing the ball a lot.
You've literally been given the advantage of
To
a
kick it
10
into the box.
wall.
Yeah, why are you doing it?
And you're giving that wall the advantage to now press. It doesn't make sense. Short
I can't
corner.
remember the last
You
time
have
Chelsea scored from a
centre-backs
short
who run
corner.
60 yards up the pitch. And I know, because I used to be one of those.
Yeah.
Shoot, Con!
And then-
Shoot!
And then they just go and pass it short and don't even cross the ball. And you're like, what have I travelled 60 yards and now I've got to run back?
The way I think about it is this. In any other time of the game, if you were given an opportunity to kick the ball into the box, you would be like, how much time have I got to do this? Is mad. But the second you get it stopped and you try and be all clever with it, it just never works, does it, lad? Ever.
By the way, is the heating on? I'm freezing. Literally.
It is a wee bit cold. It is a wee... Get frostbite.
I need the heating on.
Remember that little... This has been crap from both teams so far.
El Shitico, as they are saying.
Shitico. And you know what's mad, right? These two teams, I mean, I don't know Chelsea in the league yet last season, but last season, these two teams were fucking brilliant, lad.
Mate, all we're doing is just tackling each other's feet. That's all we're doing.
Come on, Mo. Do something sick, lad, with the 350k that you've got. No.
What was that,
That
mate?
is not 350k's worth,
What
mate.
was that?
Oof, that's a £350 pub player.
Oh, this is painful, you know. At least we haven't conceded a legit goal yet. Hey, we have conceded, but not a legit one yet, lad.
Is it coming 25 minutes
Chelsea,
in
we
KGFS so far?
should have scored at least one right now. Lewis Hall should have done
Two,
better
I would
there.
have said. That first disallowed goal and then the Lewis Hall chance as well, yeah.
Or whoever's chance it was.
Liverpool, Gakpo, probably their best chance there, and then when he just nicked it on the edge of the box as well, you could say half chance, but...
I just don't know what we're going for here, lad. I really don't. I think, if anything, bring Nunes on, lad. Genuinely.
I think we should just... I think if it gets to the second half for no goals, we should bring on Mudryk, see what he's got.
Both of us just look like we just don't know what we're doing. We both just look like lost loads of confidence, bless us. We do. Oh my God, Milner, mate.
Milner slipping about
what are you
in the
doing,
middle.
Brev?
Oh, slipping about. A Liverpool player slipping about in the middle
Stop
of the
that,
midfield.
lads. Okay, you can stop that,
versus
you.
Chelsea.
What are you doing, lad? Stop
a
that.
bit reminiscent.
Stop that.
Sorry.
Okay. The whole sentence is just me going, yeah, I was like, stop it, lad.
Where have I seen this before? I'm sure. Oh,
Hate getting cited by Tottenham fans as well, lads. The worst.
mate.
I can't even say it in this season. Like,
my team is making me suffer. So anytime I can see someone else suffer, it brings me joy. Which is why I had to be here live and direct hosting today. I was like,
Trevor, Mark
an
him.
opportunity
Yeah,
to see these two suffer. I will be there no matter what.
yeah, do you know what? I've found myself starting to become a little hater, you know. It's awful, lad. I feel sick, right? Sometimes, right? I'll be watching a team that's much better than Liverpool, and I'm like, I just want you to lose. And there's no reason for it, other than I'm hater.
It's not hate. It's you want relatability. You want someone to be able to relate to your pain. And a lot of the times when people are above you and laughing
I
at
can
you,
never relate to Spurs pain. You just do too many Spursy things. Going 2-0 up and then going 2-2 and 3-2 and 4-2 in the space of 4 minutes is hilarious.
Listen, can Liverpool score now? I'm tired of this.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be straight real with you, Fuad. Man's hate, lad. We're doing crap. I want you to do crap.
Fairs.
That's what man is, lad. I'm just gonna be totally honest with you, lad. Like, I'm not joking with you. Nobody's seen that.
Not another injury.
Was that Cucurella gone down? He stepped on most toes, if anything. Has he got injured?
He's fucked.
I think Mo kicked him in the knee by accident.
Ooh.
But not on purpose, like. Definitely not on purpose.
It's one of those little heel flicks.
Yeah.
Ay.
Great, another injury. We love a little injury.
He's been crap for you anyway. It's not like you're going to miss him.
Yeah, but babe, it's not that. We haven't got any players left. But also, something must be going on at the club because all these players are getting injured left, right and centre.
Well, yeah, Graham Potter brought all his backroom staff with him. Might be something to do with that, genuinely.
Did you not see, I don't know if you lot saw it, Reece James's performance analysis or physio, whoever it was, put on Instagram after he got injured last, like with like a, what's that smoke that comes out of you?
The angry face, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that to me says, because he deleted it, but that to me says he told them he shouldn't play. Graham played him anyway.
Funny,
I don't blame him because we needed him back, but at the same time, I think you have to listen to
I'm not going to have that from Reece James. I'm sorry, because you know why? Because when Gareth Southgate put his England team out for the first game,
yeah, and he was done that
was subtweeting like, you should have taken me. I was fit for the World Cup.
Yeah, and then he come back for his first
after the World Cup, you're there crocked. Oh, you know what? Southgate was right not to select you.
Yeah, he was.
So stop doing all this Twitter fingers, and then when it comes back to bite you, no, your manager, your physio, whatever, shut up.
All the footballers, I think, in my opinion, all the footballers need to stay. Yeah, that's offside.
Yeah, it's offside. Yeah.
Okay. Now we can see the VAR replay. Yeah, he was off.
All the football players need to stay away from Twitter, Instagram, with all these little hidden messages and whatever else. The only way you answer criticism, the only way you answer anything, is by playing football better. That's it.
I'll give you another example.
Talk with your feet.
Do you remember Salah's agent with the laughing emojis every once in a while on Twitter, just for no reason? Salah would just drop a stinker and he would just drop a laughing emoji. Oh, you don't want to cuss him, yeah? Okay. Don't worry. Contract negotiations would just be harder.
Stay away from all of that.
God, man.
Doesn't help at all in any way. There's no positive from it in any way. But again, the humans aren't they? So they are going to do it, lads.
We have watched 29 minutes of pure crap from both teams.
Indeed, we have.
Chelsea probably should have scored, but what can we do?
What are the stats saying there? Liverpool have had the majority of possession, have they? Fantastic.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
We're starting to grow into the game.
You've had more possession. We've had the better chances.
Yeah, we're growing.
Have you had a chance?
No. Well, yeah, we have. We had the gap ball one, but he just skied it, didn't he?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
We are growing into it now, though, so this is good.
Yeah, so 55% possession to Chelsea, 45 to Liverpool.
Also, use about most of it.
Yeah, Chelsea have also had more shots. 4 shots with
been
one on target.
Team, if I'm honest with you, lad.
Say that again.
They've been a better team the first half an hour, without a doubt.
Look
at him, lads.
So Darwin Núñez looking on from the bench thinking, I can do something here, I'm sure.
Can you, though, lads?
I'm sure.
Because them chances that fell to Gakpo, I don't think you'd take them either, would you, bro?
To be fair, I think he is one of those instincts guys. If the ball's just there to hit it, I think that's probably Darwin's best situation.
It's exactly the best.
Don't think, just shoot.
Exactly. If he's one-on-one, he's not scoring it, lad. That's Salah's strength.
Yeah.
But if you put him instinctively, lad, he'll score everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like the goal against Wolves where he scored the volley. Instinctive, over the top, just swing it.
Fucking what the fuck was that, Cucurella?
Free kick.
Is that a free kick?
Yeah. Fucking pass into literally pass into the opposition. Just pass to him. What is wrong with him?
I've got to be honest with you. Young Bajcetic hasn't really put his foot in here in the game, has he really?
Who?
By a minute. I feel for him though, because both the Premier League games he's played have been kind of like big ones.
But they're the things though, lad. I think he's not wrong for doing that and bringing him in games like this, because you can make or break a player like that. Yes, you can. But if he plays him against the lower league teams as well, then it's fine. He plays against Wolves, so you get a mixture of both. Seeing what he can handle, he's testing his limits, lad.
He's not the greatest now, but I remember Tanganga, when he broke through at Spurs, was like that. He made his debut against Liverpool and Chelsea the next game.
Is he still good?
No. He needs a loan.
That's it. In.
Oh my God! Wow! Another free kick and Chelsea just missing that. Alisson keeping it off the line. Badiashile there, near post. Chelsea back on the threat again, man.
2 set pieces, lad.
Liverpool just looks so easy to get behind that time.
We're awful, lad.
One ball.
Genuinely awful.
Let's see this. Was he onside? Yeah, he was onside as well. My God, man. Chelsea should be up by 1.
So easy.
That's a good save, though.
It is, but also,
he is coming back
lad, that's ridiculously easy to go through all of them. That's a good save, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's going the way of his body, innit?
Literally.
Graham Potter's older brother on the left there, lads. See that?
Chelsea have aged Graham Potter about 50 years.
Mate, he came in with fresh skin fades, wearing suits, and now he's back.
He goes to my barber, they're just down the road from me.
You saying you're getting HC cuts as well, Soph?
He's cut my hair for me once.
Yeah?
A little trim, yeah.
All right.
Go on, in.
This is...
Mate, I'm just getting bored. I just want to see a goal. I want to see a win against Liverpool or anyone. Like a proper good game of football.
Well, we're not getting that, unfortunately. You probably won't get that for the rest of the season, so get used to this, because this is your team. I said the last time, lad, you just got to go through these periods, haven't you? Like, it's luckily for me, hey, that we've won everything while I was in my 20s, lad, yeah? So now I'm
privileged. I've lived in a really good era for Chelsea where I saw us win great thing. And I was in Munich to see us win the 2012.
Nice.
So you'll have credits in the bank to sit off with these bad seasons. You're like, we'll come back, we'll win again. I've got a nice full belly, I'm not starving. I can wait it out a little bit, lad. Got a little bit of fatty here, lad, you know what I mean?
All right, guys, you don't have to keep rubbing it in.
I'm going to continue to, because that's all I've got, lads, okay?
I get it.
Especially after them slip shouts, lad.
Hey, it weren't just me, man. The comment section was teasing me. They were telling me to say it.
You're literally watching these games, yeah? You're watching these horrible games, yeah? And you're thinking in your head, oh, remember that time when we won this? Remember that time when we won? And just reminiscing, lad, while this is crap going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you've got to do.
Come on, someone give us a bit of quality here. Thiago giving the ball away in the middle here.
How many fouls else if we give away this game.
Yeah,
it's been a lot, innit?
Sloppy.
You got the yellow
card for
the yellow cards are coming out now. Oh, you're a new boy.
In there.
How do you say his name? Badgertech?
Yeah, Badgertech.
I'll never forget the time I pronounced Gundogan as Godogan.
Godogan. Mate, I've heard worse, trust me.
Yeah, I think Liam was on this. What did he say for Ganabi? He's like Ganabi. And then Robbie literally stopped like mid-sentence and was like, wait, what did you just say? Oh, did you see that touch from Thiago then? That's the best thing about watching Liverpool, to be honest. Just watching
Thiago's touches.
Yeah.
Just rolls. Stud rolls.
Just all of that shit. That's the best thing about watching.
I've always said, any player who does like random stud rolls, I love him. I've seen, there was a video I saw recently that Brighton coach, De Zerbi, it's one of the things he forces his centre-backs to do, is to do a lot of stud rolls in order to give them a full view of the game. It allows you to move because you can keep your head up. Yeah, and you keep your head up. Yeah, that's the other one.
South Americans do it a lot, and you know why they do it? Because they grow up playing futsal, lad, and you also play on the beaches, so you need to use
it. Just looks technically so much cleaner.
Yeah, it is.
Love it.
It's a different game, futsal, but it teaches you a lot about the soul movements of the football, lad. I was actually talking to a lad about it. He's got a team, Rance, I think it is. He's got a team.
Mate, if this is 0-0 at the end of this, and I've come in here hungover for this, I'm gonna be very angry.
Hey, listen.
It's fair.
I'd rather see a 3-3.
Yeah, everyone's rather see a 3-3. I'd just rather see us not lose in Anfield. That'd be great. I'd like that. I'd like
3 losses on the bounce as well. I don't think Klopp could face that, man.
I can't face that, lad. No Liverpool fans can face that. We haven't done
I'll be starting
how many losses are you on?
I'll be starting it.
Oh, no, nobody will be listening to that.
When did you last win a game?
3 games.
2022.
It was against Leicester.
That's quite a while ago.
I mean, we won in the FA Cup against Wolves 1-0, but in the Premier League against Leicester, and that was because they give us the game. They literally scored 2 on goals to win it for us.
Where are they at the minute, Leicester?
Yeah, probably close to us, to be quite honest with you. I think they're like 16th or something, 15th.
Oh.
They're struggling this season, them, without a doubt. They found a little bit of form, but they've been struggling.
Who, Leicester?
Yeah.
Pretenders.
I think when you lose Mahrez and Kante, your team sort of
happened about 3 years ago, isn't it?
I know,
but Sophie,
get over it.
It's more the fact that they haven't picked up from there. 3 years ago they lost them players and they've had lots of time to pick up and buy new players, but they haven't really not replaced them ones. They've got Tielemans and Maddison, who are fantastic footballers.
Tielemans leaving this summer on
they're going to be
free.
leaving because they haven't, like I said this last time with Leicester, there doesn't seem to be any way forward. What's the plan? What's the plan forward? Because we don't know. They've just been in FA Cup finals and won FA Cups. They've been to Premier Leagues, won Premier Leagues, but after that, what is it? They've peaked. It's already happened, so I think the fans' expectations and the club expectations have got to massively change because they're not going to get back to that anytime
Well, I think
soon.
players like James Maddison, because they're so young, they're England squad, they want to go out and win things, don't they?
Maddison's sitting in that team sulking all the time because he knows he's the best player on there and he just needs to be bought by somebody. But no one wants to stick any money in for him, to be honest with you.
Newcastle should.
Newcastle, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be a great shout.
He'd be very good for Newcastle.
Longstaff, like good lads, Geordie boy and that, but you know,
they just need that bit of extra quality midfield. They need that kind of star
Maddison
signing,
brilliant.
And it would be for him like a similar level of Leicester, but a club with bigger ambitions. So
exactly, a plan.
Kind of the focal
but that's also Newcastle have had amazing recruitment. That's how you do it when you get a new owner in. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been stopped by financial fair play rules as well. They can't just go out and buy all these things.
No, they can.
They can't. Not the same as Man City have, like, because Man City have been impeded a lot.
But I think they had like 200 million room to just blow before anything can even happen. That's what one of the few benefits of Mike actually being a tight guy. That was one of the few benefits, was the new owners could come in, spend 200 mil, and they would still be fine. And that's now fair. A transfer budget begins. And the fact that they haven't done that, I think, and it speaks volumes to say where they are now as well. It's been done. You have to give Eddie Howe a lot of credit, to be fair.
I think players like Bruno Guimaraes that he's bought is unbelievable, and I also think that he's brought players, like I was saying about before about Mane, that have elevated the standard in the team. Yeah. Like Guimaraes, who's making players like Almiron play. Let's go on!
Oh my God!
Mo, how did you missed? You missed the ball, lad.
That's a little bit of a weird noise you just made there,
yeah,
mate.
Because I didn't know what to say about it.
It sounded very weird.
I don't know. I couldn't get my words out for the disbelief.
It sounded rather intercourse noise type, but for a girl.
Jeez. Mo.
Just seen a stat card that says Cody Gakpo is still looking for his first Liverpool goal. He's had 7 shots so far. but only hit the target with 2 of them.
Yeah, it's fair. He hasn't really been hitting the target. He seems like one of them players that's anxious to score. Not very good, to be quite honest with you, mate.
Yeah.
Can't lie to you, but he's playing in a position that's not.
I was just about to say, you said you wanted him down that left.
Yeah.
Elliott on the right, cutting in on his left, and Salah through the middle. I actually think that would be the best trio.
So do I. Put Salah in the middle. He scores goals. He knows where to be. I think the only reason why we're putting Gakpo in the middle is because he's a big lad, 6 foot something. We can whip across into him.
I'm telling you.
But if you're not playing Trent, what's the point?
That is going to be one of the most deceptively deceiving things. His 6'3" height. Yeah, he can use his head. Please do not assume because he's 6'3" he's a target man. And the issue is you look at 6'3" and you're like, mate, you're not built like a winger. Wingers are meant to be 5'6".
Yes. Oh, bugger. No.
Yeah, wingers look like Mo or Mane.
Yeah. Wingers are meant to be like 5'7", little nippy. You know what I mean? But they're not meant to be 6'3" light skinned giants. Yeah, like, come on, man. What are you doing? You're meant to be. You're looking at Abercrombie and Fitch model, bruv.
Yeah, it's like he's got technical ability like that. He was able to take a touch. He was able to bring it down.
Lefty, yeah. Oh, that ball was there. Thiago kept him on there.
He's miles offside.
No, he's in. This
is honestly just like pathetic, lad. I've got no words for it, to be honest with you. That type of stuff. We're not. Oh my God.
Silly. That's silly. Yeah.
It just looks so disjointed, lad. It doesn't look like the team that do one-touch passing to each other and they know where each other are going to be and they have that telepathy. It just looks like a team that are so chaotic and have so much mayhem in their own squad. They're not able to play the game that Klopp's asking them to play. Does that make sense? It's awful, this lad. Genuinely, it's awful to watch. I'm sorry to everybody. If you have to watch a 0-0 between Liverpool and Chelsea, I'm so sorry about that. I really am. And these fans have all paid money to go and watch this game, lad, you know. It's terrible, lad. Don't know what we need to do. I'm hoping that we can just do something in these cups. That's all I'm hoping for this season, because it doesn't look like we've got much to fight for in the Premier League.
Yeah. 5 minutes to go in this first half.
Nothing from both teams, really.
Still nothing really to show for it. A couple of half chances for Chelsea. Liverpool not really showing anything at home. Coming off the back of 2 defeats as well, you would have thought they would have really showed some hunger here, but I don't know.
I think we need
I don't know what Liverpool need at this. I genuinely think obviously a new midfield would be handy, but you can't do that overnight. But you would have thought at least Gakpo, a new signing, would have just brought some kind of new freshness or just some new kind of spark. Oh, is there something here? Salah on the right. Oh, he's in! Oh! Robertson just unable to get to it, man.
I've got to give Roberts credit. Robbo's credit. He is running everywhere today, lad. He is. Look at him. He's in a centre mid position, linking up, playing that, making things happen. Do you know what's mad, right? Do you know what's mad?
Yeah.
Right now in this game, do you know what I would do? Bring Trent on the centre mid. Leave Milner on. He's had an alright game so far, lad. And then when it comes to later on in the game, sub Milner off on the 60th minute, bring Trent on back into right back. But give him a little 20 minutes in centre mid. See what he can do there. Take Bajcetic off. He's on a yellow.
What do you make of Trent being on the bench in the first place? Do you think, shit, this is kind of a must-start game?
So did you see what Klopp said in his interview?
No.
So he said, you're a very loyal manager and you look after the players that have done well for you. And he said, yeah, I am a very loyal manager, but I'm not too loyal. That says it all, lad. He knows if his players aren't playing well, you're coming off. Having said that, I do think that Trent's been one of our better players. Yeah? So do I, lad. If anything,
I've seen 1 or 2 defensive games even where I was like, hey,
yeah, I agree.
Everyone's criticising him for nothing.
I agree, bro. I couldn't understand why he didn't play Trent today. Trent was the peculiar one for me. I did understand why he brought Bajcetic on, because that makes sense. He'd been playing well.
Yeah.
Salah, for me, is the one that should probably, out of anybody. But yeah, I'd bring Trent on. Why not? We're not doing anything anyway, so why not bring Trent on?
I think half-time he is one. Just dreadful. On the fact of what he can do with that right foot, I would bring him on. Yeah? Not just from set pieces, but that guy, he can pick up any space. Oh my God! Yo, Thiago Silva, I thought he was going to send that into his own net, bruv.
I thought he was going to knock it onto our player, lad.
Fucking who made that cross?
That is Robertson. Intercepted that, drived with the pitch.
I thought he was about to knock it onto Salah, lad.
Yeah.
She kept it
so Robertson intercepted it, and then Harvey Elliott whips it in.
I've got to give
Thiago Silva just getting ahead to that.
Everywhere this game, you know, he's absolutely everywhere, lad. I love it. What is this?
Oh,
is that a free
fucking
kick?
hell.
Is that a free
That's
kick?
not a free kick.
That's an easy one. That's experience there,
Horrible,
Jorginho.
horrible human being. That was horrible.
This game is just a mess.
Look at this.
This is literally.
That's genius.
This
That's
is-
genius.
this is-
Oh my lord, where was the free
I
kick
can't lie to
there?
you. That's genius.
He kicked the floor and fell
Yeah.
over.
He knew he was in trouble. He goes,
You
"Yeah, I'm
horrible
crumbling.
little-
Let me get this free
Wow,
kick."
You rat man.
Oh, this is just some bad football I've watched today.
Look
from
what we're
both
letting
teams.
them do. Look what we're letting them do right now. Just go ahead, yeah. Do you want to have all the time on the ball? Go ahead, yeah. No problem, lads. Just do what you want, innit? Do you want to do it around the world and that? Go ahead.
Gakpo trying to start a press doesn't seem like the rest of his teammates are following.
Nah, it's Thiago. Look at Thiago. Can you see Thiago?
Yeah.
He's dictating, lad. He's going, why aren't you running? Run. I don't get it, lads. I don't get what our game plan is anymore. Shut up. That's not a foul. That's not a foul again.
Play on, he says.
Fucking hell. Hate this. Throwing yourself on the floor every 2 seconds. Crap. It's not good, and also it does me head in when players throw themselves on the floor, because you know your teammates, they don't want you to do that when you're pressing for a game either, lad. Just get up and run at it. Run at the ball, lad. You might be able to win it again.
Oof.
Both teams have given the ball away 50 million times, especially Liverpool. But
Yeah.
we have done some bad stuff as well.
Oh, shit. Yeah, like that. It's both crap, disjointed crap, all of it.
It's terrible. I wonder what they're saying in the studio. All the pundits and stuff.
This is literally saying the perfect mid-table clash. This is truly a mid-off.
What are you laughing at? You're just as shit.
Hey.
I mean, they're fifth. Still. Don't know how. They're still fifth.
Yeah, how are you fifth?
don't get
What's
what's
happened? Yeah, but that's
Don't
going
ask
down.
me. Do you know what it was? It was that period where we kept going goals down
And then
just turning
winning.
it around.
What was the game where you won 3-2? What was that game? Bournemouth?
Mate, I can't
Bournemouth,
remember.
I think it was, wasn't it?
9 games in a row, we went 2-0 down.
And then come back and won.
Some way, somehow, we
I
just
like
kept
your
putting
hair.
results out. Thank
Does
you.
that take a long time?
It does.
I was gonna. How
Quite
long?
painful, bro.
Go on,
Is
Mo!
it?
See?
What's he doing?
2 years ago?
Can I go on?
Would have bagged that.
Lads.
Klopp giving it a clap. Klopp should be booing and throwing tomatoes at him. What's wrong with you?
Mate, these two teams are dreadful.
Oh my god.
It's almost like, you know what it's almost...
He would have been offside
Yeah,
as
he would
well,
have.
to be
But you know
fair.
what it's like? He almost knows he's not going to score, so he just goes, I'll just swing a leg at it.
But what's he
I'll just swing a
doing?
leg at it.
It's
What he's
just-
trying to do there, Sophie, is loft it into the top left. That's what he's doing. I can see what he's doing. Technique. He's not hitting it too hard. He's
Yeah,
trying
but
to dink
it's
it
gone
into
out
that
the stadium
top left.
again.
And
Got
if
it
you're
in
going
your
to dink
locker,
it,
son.
lad, you'll have to get it on target, because you're putting no power onto it. So that means you're focusing it all on accuracy, and you still miss, lad. I don't get what's going on with these lads.
They're broken.
I don't get it.
They're broken.
Mo Salah last season, lad, yeah. Every day he scores them type of chances, lad. They just go in, top corner, and you're like, oh yeah, Mo Salah, lad, that's what he does.
That's not Mo Salah, mate.
I mean, this really is just the sloppiest game of football I've ever watched.
It's what Fuad said, mid-table mediocrity, lads.
Nah, but just everyone's just
the words didn't want to come out my mouth because I'm saying that about my
You're not
own
used to
team. But it's like
everyone's everywhere. Everyone's everywhere. The passing is sloppy from both sides. Obviously, I think you've lost the ball more than we have, but we've been terrible as well. I mean,
This will come down to, and lots of games are like this, but this will come down to someone making a mistake, and that's how.
The only good thing about this game,
Wow.
go.
Chelsea
Oh
are
my
in.
God.
Oh my god. Wow.
Alison,
wow.
mate,
wow.
just in case you didn't know, lad, you've got 2 of them feet, yeah? So you
is
could
crazy.
hit that with your left foot if you wanted, bro. You do get paid a lot of
That
money.
is crazy. And
What
that's
is going on?
That's what I said earlier. It just takes one long ball sometimes, it feels like, to break that Liverpool defence, man. One ball from Cucurella. Wow.
I used to
But
sit
one
here,
thing
yeah.
I do think about this game that's been good is the pace. It has been a bit end to end.
I mean, yeah, it's been mayhem. That's why I think Nunes would be good in this game. I used to sit here, yeah, on this chair, this very chair, Fuad, with my chin like this high. It couldn't get any higher. And my chest out.
In.
Yeah.
Fucking useless.
I'm now inverted.
Just get us
lad.
half time, please. I've had enough. This is enough for me to watch for one day.
Oh, that was crap again, wasn't it? Ball behind
Oh
him.
my god.
And that's positive, lad. You're trying to do a roulette and messed it up, lad.
Oh, that is so poor, man. You know when you try to do a bit of skill just to
Yeah.
lift the team's confidence and it don't come off.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
I'll just pass it next time. Gakpo, mate. Yeah, I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling. You just got nutmegged as well. And you
Oh
fouled him
my
as well. I'm
God,
struggling,
man.
lad. I'm struggling.
God, you're really terrible. Is this what you're like all the
Whack-po.
time?
Sophie, yes. This is what we're like all the time.
People are like, Sophie, you should have more knowledge about other teams. I'm like, mate, I have better things to do than know the ins and outs of my competitors. I couldn't give a shit. I care about Chelsea and Chelsea only.
This is what we're like.
AM in the chat says this might be worse than Spurs. ...
Without a doubt.
No,
without a doubt.
We've had some
worse than
entertainment
Spurs
here.
right now. Yes, we are, without a shadow of a doubt. We are 10th, 9th, and they are 5th. It says it all, but yeah, they're still terrible.
You're ahead of us, though.
Yeah, by, I think, goal difference.
So Chelsea could just... What are you doing?
Alison, mate, you need to kick the ball with your left foot. That exists. It's
Is
a
he
thing.
left-footed, though?
No, it doesn't matter, though.
Well.
Well, he's a professional footballer. I can kick the ball with both feet. See, look, Klopp saying it right now. He's saying, why are you kicking the ball with your left foot, lad?
Oh, this is hilarious.
He looks shattered, Klopp, you know. He looks absolutely shattered, lad. Oh, my
God. Oh.
Fucking God.
Come on, babe.
Some people are saying Spurs are not even this bad. Trust me. Some of you haven't been watching Spurs, lads.
But you're making some mistakes that Chelsea should have exploited by now. And we haven't done that.
Teams I don't watch at the moment. And I do, actually. I enjoy watching Arsenal, lad. They play some wonderful football.
Hey,
they
boo, boo. We don't want to hear that. Boo,
they do, lads.
Boo,
it's unfortunate, but they fucking do. I also enjoy watching Newcastle, lad. I enjoy watching Brighton.
Half time here in the El Crapico mid-table mediocrity mid-off, guys. Let us know your thoughts on the first half in that comment section, and guys, let me know your thoughts.
It's like, you know, like, have you ever seen them Wild West shootouts, lad? Yeah. And they take 10 set paces from each other, but instead of shooting each other, lad, they're just like just missing everyone, lad. They're missing everything, hitting the floor and signs, and that's what this. Yeah.
All the signs are getting hit. And everything.
They're both just standing there like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to reload again, lad, because I've missed every shot. What's going on? That's what this game's been, lad.
Is this kind of what you expect though with the kind of early kickoffs? I always feel like with the 12:30s. We see the names, we're thinking, yeah, this is going to be a big one, and then it always just kind of these guys are just rolled out of bed 2 hours ago, rolled the cobwebs out, they're being forced to eat pastas at 10:30 in the morning. It's like, hey man, you need the carbs.
Chicken and that, lad.
It's always a little bit kind of underwhelming, and people are saying here, Victor says, no cutting edge in either team, to be fair. He goes, Yolam says, this is typical of the Premier League.
No, it's typical of Chelsea and Liverpool at the minute, I think.
Is that what you feel?
Now, do you know what? I feel like we've been the better side. I feel like but the difference is, and the reason we're not winning the game is because we haven't taken our chances, especially when you've messed up at the back, which you can't be doing, which just proves that we're just as bad as you, really.
Yeah, we're both poor.
When I say we've been better, I mean like 60-40.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like,
really not that much in between the both.
It's a mid-off. That's what this is. It's like, can you be as mediocre as us? Let's find out. How many
No, I think it's worse. I think it's worse than mid-table, because even mid-table, there's some stability there.
We're disrespecting mid-table there, aren't we? To be fair,
we're disrespecting the middle of the table.
Just a stat here as well from that first half. Liverpool's first and only shot in that match came in the 39th minute through Thiago. Only Newcastle have had fewer shots on target in a Premier League home game this season.
They must mean on target. Yeah, on target.
On target, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should bring on Mudryk. What we got to lose here?
That's what I think.
I could not agree more.
We need a goal. We haven't got anything up that front. Kai Havertz has had some. He's sort of showing what he's about, but I'd like to see both of them up there.
If you're the away team, right, you're 10th right now. You're not at home, so you're not expected to deliver this massive performance. You just need a result from this game.
No, and I get that, but we ain't going to get one like this.
It's good for you, so I would agree with you. Just bring on whatever you can to make sure you get a result. That's it, really. Liverpool, we had added pressure of being at home. We cannot lose this game. So if we go for it and then lose the game, there'll be all this press on Klopp's head. Why did you make this decision, bad decision, blah, blah, blah. So I think we've got to play a bit more safer than you guys. But having said that, I still want some subs on. I want Nunes on, lad.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me just read out the subs bench as well. So Liverpool have Fabinho, Henderson, Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, Tsimikas, Darwin Nunes, Matip, and Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Bring Nunes and Trent on. Bring them both on.
Literally, I'm looking at that and I'm like, you've definitely got options that can change the game, in my opinion.
This is the way I'll do it right now, right? So you got Milner here, who can play both centre mid and right back, yeah? Mm-hmm. Then bring Trent on, who can play both centre mid and right back. Give them both an opportunity to play in their positions. So bring Trent on and centre mid, take Bajcetic off, yeah? Give them 20 minutes there. If it's not working, bring Milner on centre mid, put Trent right back. Got to experiment with these different type of things. I think with the midfield battle that we've got going on, We need something different. We don't play him in centre mid, but we do play him right mid, and he does seem to drift into the centre. So just stick him there. I think that's Let's just see what happens.
You look at that Liverpool first half, as it said, 39 minutes for your first shot, but even creatively, you can't keep the ball like you used to. Your width is not as dangerous as you used to, and even when you do get in behind with Salah with the one or two kind of half moments, the quality just doesn't seem to be there.
This is the worst I've ever seen you play.
Yeah, I know. I've been seeing this all season.
And if you look at the Chelsea subs as well, you've got Aubameyang, Loftus-Cheek, Mudryk, Koulibaly, Fofana, Azpilicueta, Chukwuemeka and Humphreys. And I think Chukwuemeka, since he's come into the team, he's looked a bright spark as well. He's someone I would potentially... Fofana's a newbie as well.
Fofana, yeah, he's been injured. But, I mean, I suppose over Cucurella, why not?
No, I'm talking... sorry, they've got two Fofanas now, innit? I'm
one up front,
the new boy.
Sorry. What was I going to say? I wouldn't bring Aubameyang on. He's not going to do anything. I don't even know why he's on the bench, to be honest. Loftus-Cheek could make a difference, but hasn't played in so long. He's been injured as well. The only player I really would consider bringing on now would be Mudryk.
It's a mad one because he's got a lot of pressure on him. He does come into this game, but he's been 100 million pillars.
But we're not. But this is the thing with Chelsea. We haven't got a striker, right? So Kai Havertz is the only reasonable chance we have of scoring. Yeah, he looks like he's doing something a little bit there, but he's not a striker. He's not. So he plays in the front three. I get it, but he's not Sterling. He's not a bloody Salah. He's not meant to be in that position. He works well with somebody. So you may as well bring Mudryk on, see what's happening. Because at the minute we ain't scoring. And Havertz had the chance as well with your shit defending, and we still ain't done it. So I don't really see what the risk is in trying something new here. I don't see what the risk is.
What are your expectations on Mudryk? Not just kind of in the game, what kind of impact he could change. Well, but obviously 100 million signing.
He's a young £100 million player. Games. He needs to score week in, week out. Simple as that.
You've got big expectations then.
Yeah, well, he has to, and the club have brought that on themselves by throwing all that money at him.
Does he get given a bit of time to adapt? I mean, like Darwin Núñez hasn't had the easiest time, obviously, with your kind of money over there.
But I guess this team,
there is money spent in the Premier League. It's not always worked out for the best.
Well, Chelsea know this season there isn't an expectation of anything. We're not going to finish top four, 100% not. And I can tell you that, not because it's impossible, but just because of the way we're performing. So we're not going to get any better.
Yeah.
So he may as well experiment with the new signings, see who comes in, because we're not going to be expecting us to
I agree with that,
we're not going to win a title. We're not going to win a trophy this season. So may as well experiment a little bit, but I do think he needs to start scoring goals ASAP.
It's one of them, like, what signing? I can't really remember one for 80 million, 100 million that's come in and actually done well. I'd say Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, they were 75 million. They came in with massive price tags and they've delivered. But I'm trying to think. You got Lukaku, 100 mil.
Kepa.
Jack Grealish, 100 mil. Kepa. Pogba, I can't think of one that's actually been successful. No. These price tags have a massive impact on their mentality. And I say this every single week. The biggest aspect in football is mentality. That's how you can go from an average player to a great player, is just by believing in yourself and believing that you can do the certain things that your manager wants you to do. And I just feel like I don't get it, lads. I don't.
Also, if you look at it though, some of the best players in the Premier League now have come through like academies and they're youngsters. Like if you look at, I'm not saying Mason Mount's the best player in the Premier League, but he's definitely been one of our strongest players. If you look at Foden, we don't need to spend 100 million, 200 million on all these players. We have homegrown ones that are good enough.
Lewis Hall just break through over the last couple of weeks. Not saying that he's obviously one that's going to be a world beater or whatever, but it just goes to show you that if you do look internally, and especially at clubs like Chelsea, in my opinion, where you're winning the youth academy cups every year.
But I've said this already.
Exactly what I just don't get it. They've got one of the best academies and have had for the last 15, 20 years, lad. Kevin De Bruyne, should
have been a fucking goal. Idiots.
Mason Mount, Lukaku, all these wonderful football players that they had in their academies, and then just went, you know what, in a bit, instead of just bringing them in, lads.
Yeah.
But don't you also think, though, with how people are spending money, the Premier League is no longer built on that one star player, okay? So the days of having Wayne Rooney, whatever, it's not built on that anymore. If that were the case, Haaland would have City top of the league at the minute, and they're not, because they aren't the best team. You have to have the whole group, everything has to function together. It's not just about one star player anymore.
Long gone are the days where you could just sign a one striker number 9 and the team
it's not Michael Owen,
it's not, doesn't happen.
I get that.
Shearer and all of that.
Hasn't been that for like 15, 20, 10 years or something, man, lads.
I think that's what teams are still doing that. We're still making these huge big money signings. We don't really need to do that.
I think the reason why we're doing it is because with the Premier League's got the most money in the world, and other leagues know that, and they're just basically giving us a Premier League tax. That's what that is.
100%.
Because of teams like you, and it's because of teams like City that have created this type of environment in the Premier League.
I will not. I'll be real with you. I won't have City slander. City business is actually very good. City's record transfer, I think, was about 65 million up until Jack Grealish. And if you look at the players they signed, every single one seemed like value for money.
But they all get paid nearly 400 grand a week, 350 grand a week and shit, lads.
Okay, the wages
transfers can be low, but if you're going to pay them a massive amount of wages...
But the clubs have to accept that fee, is what I'm saying to you. So they are not the ones breaking the market, in my opinion. I get what you're saying, and maybe they did do the thing where, all right, we need 4 fullbacks, we're going to sign 4, and we're going to sign a goalkeeper. I get it. Yeah. They do have that financial freedom.
But they don't buy the star players.
They don't, they don't break the bank and say, you know what, every summer we're going to get 100 million.
They buy the Jesuses, the Rodrigues, the Zinchenkos, the Diaz, and I get it.
Smart signings.
That's why they've been successful, in my opinion, lads.
I genuinely believe it. I think they're one of the few clubs that have signed right and signed well as well, because they're looking at players and they're like, he needs to take that next step. And a club like City, we can push him to that next level. A manager like Pep, we can push him to that level. I feel like I look at Chelsea sometimes with some of their signings, I'm like,
doesn't know what to do.
And I think that's a lot of the times what happens with these Premier League clubs, where in previous years, for example, you would get players that would go to like a Benfica or go to like a AC Milan, do it for 2-3 years, then they would come to the Premier League and they'd be 24, 25, a little bit more seasoned. Yeah. Now I feel like clubs don't even want to wait for that process. They want to go straight to the watering hole and get it straight from the source.
Because they want success right now.
Absolutely. So what do they think? They think, oh, Kai Havertz, he looks like he could be the next one up. Let's go and break the bank and go straight to the source. Rather than wait for him to build 4 or 5 years at Leverkusen, let's pay the 120 mil now and we'll get that building process. The only problem is when you're one of these top clubs competing there, you don't have time for development. No. You don't have time to let this guy figure himself out. Oh, what's your best role, Kai? Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Score a goal.
Bruh, lad. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah,
that's what they will ask you.
You've got to let players develop, implement incrementally, just like the way Jadon Sancho was doing. He went from Man City to Dortmund, like Jude Bellingham's doing now. Like a lot of young English footballers are doing, going to Germany to develop the football, because they know right now in the Premier League, if they don't deliver, that's it. They could end their career. And it just doesn't make sense. That's why prospects like Newcastle, feel like players like James Maddison, perfect. Then you can make a move to a big club when you're 29, 30, by building a strong credibility in a team where you're building a platform for yourself.
And do you know what it goes both ways as well. Like, I blame both the players and the clubs. It's almost like they're both trying to skip the process of how to get to the top. Clubs are trying to skip the process by letting these players grow and signing them at the right time and saying, you know what, we're just going to overpay for potential, and that's where they keep getting burnt with these high fees, like a Nico Pepe even.
Not everybody can be the star boy, lad.
100%.
That's the reality of it. So you've got to let what did Frank Sinatra say, lad? It's not how good you do it, it's how long you do it good for. Facts. And that's why I think you need to look at these players and give them 2-3 seasons away from the Premier League so they can be consistently good, so you know what they're all about. Because like this signing now with Chelsea, honestly, this blows my mind. Yes, you can look at potential, but you don't pay £100 million for potential, especially when they've played 30 games and scored 12 goals, lad. That's not mind-blowing to me, to be quite honest with you. I think Arsenal did the right thing by going, do you know what? You want to price us out? Go ahead. We'll go and find some other potential.
I think though, it's almost, what's becoming now is almost like a knock-on effect of transfers. So clubs are seeing what other players are worth.
And so January as well. And
Mudryk, for example, I feel like Shakhtar were holding on to that price purely because they saw Anthony go for that price in the summer. So they're saying, oh, he's a comparative player. They've got fairly similar numbers. They've got fairly similar profiles. That's the fee we want. And it's almost like they're taking, as you said, they're taking advantage of the Premier League, where they're seeing, oh, you've got all this money. You're sitting on money bags, right? Okay, yeah. 100 mil for him. Not make it or break it, basically.
But Enzo Fernandez is £120 million after having a half good World Cup, bro.
7 games.
You know what I mean? That's
7 games.
Mind-boggling. And the only reason why he's £120 million is because Premier Leagues have put the hand in the pot to try and sign him. That's why. If it was Serie A, Liga, La Liga, and they all tried to put the hands in to sign him, it wouldn't be that much. It'd probably be about 60, 70, 50 mil, something like that. But because the Premier League has this money that comes along with it, we get exploited, and that's just the way it is, and it's the way it's gonna be as long as the money's in the Premier League, lad. All the best players want to come here, all the teams want to make money off us. That's just the way it is now, lad.
Even like that new kid that Chelsea just signed yesterday, Noni Madueke. He's someone who I thought brilliant when he left our academy wasn't rejected the professional deal because he said, I'm actually going to go PSV and back myself. Similar like Sancho.
Yeah.
Done really well, but he's always had a little bit of an injury issue. He's had knocks, and I've always been like, you know what? I think he should stay there for 3-4 more years, really get that fitness up, get that consistency up. Now he's made that complete jump to Chelsea, and this is where I'm saying, like, it's not just clubs who are skipping the process, it's also players. I feel like players are like,
I'm ready.
I could play for Chelsea. Yeah. I could be earning 120 grand a week living in London.
Yeah.
Life is cushy. But then I'm like, but now you've just set your career back 3 or 4 years where you're just going to be a squad player in this Chelsea team. You could potentially not be the star man. When at PSV you could have continued to build. 24, if you're still doing your thing, you will get that move. One way or another,
I agree.
Will come. But it's like, and I'll give you a prime example. I look at your boy, Salah. Broke throughout Basel.
I was about to use him as an example,
lad, yeah. Killing it, went to Chelsea. Stunted his career for 2 whole years for no reason.
Yeah.
Then he said, you know what, all right, let me go rebuild in Fiorentina. Little loan spell. He's like, I got my confidence back. Roma, jet
done well, yeah.
Then he went to Liverpool and he said, now I'm going to come back with a vengeance. Broke the records. Back-to-back golden boots. Premier League title. Champions League. That's for me like how a footballer's real career arc should be, in my opinion. Like, you can't
it's got
just
a
be
storyline to it,
wonder
lad.
kid. You get a few. These are what you call generational players. Those players who are wonder kids all the way till they're 38. Ronaldo's. Yeah. You get that.
But
not everybody can be that. That's what I'm saying.
Like, so you can't look at every bit of potential. You can't look at every single bit of potential and go, he's going to be the best player in the world. Because the reality is, only 2 or 3 of them are going to be the best.
Yeah.
Because they can't all be it. They can't.
Mm-hmm.
And we got lucky when it comes to Salah and stuff. We really did.
Yeah.
That he turned out the way we thought he was going to turn out. Same with Mane, lad.
Yeah.
They were £30 million each, by the way.
Crazy.
Mane was 35.
Do you know what's crazy?
Mo was 36.
Now you look back at it and say, oh, yeah, that's not a lot of money. I remember when those deals got made at the
Everyone
time.
Everyone was like, what? Liverpool?
30 million for a Southampton player? What? 40 million on a Chelsea flop?
The mid-off's back on.
Crazy.
And this is the thing, right? Hey. Liverpool's recruitment, just to add to this, we're talking about City. In the last 5 years, Liverpool's recruitment has been top draw, lad. I'm not joking. Every player that we bought has hit, and they've hit the ground running and played well. That's just Nunes that's suffering at the moment, the poor lad. And it's off the back of being so successful and Mane leaving. It's poor lad that's coming out of tough
second half players just coming back out now, guys.
Liverpool,
Mudryk looks absolutely freezing.
We're still sticking with your 2-1 predictions, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on, Reds!
Chelsea 1-0.
Chelsea.
Look at Kanate there. Doing nothing. Thought he was going to score from the halfway line for a second then, but he didn't. He kicked it out because we're
not quite, darling.
Hey, got to test the keeper early, as they say. Kanate said,
Kanate, was you going for the shot?
There?
Was you going?
Go on then.
Yeah, but not even that's on target.
He actually tried to chip that from the halfway line.
He really did.
He didn't shoot that. He chipped that.
He did. He really did, lad.
Yo,
but
fair play.
That, if it was on target, it might have went in, lad. It's the right technique.
Hey, not bad.
Oh, that's a touch. That's Thiago, lad.
Big up MB GFM. He sends in a super chat as well. He says, Chelsea, a.k.a. Strip Club FC. Just love throwing cash at any cheeks, hoping to take them home. Toddy B is a pimp at this point.
Wow. Oh! And ball, was it? No.
Man. Second half has started a little bit up-tempo. I like this.
Yeah, Liverpool playing a bit. Oh, and I thought he just kicked that out then for a second, lad.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mo.
Go on, Salah, pin him down.
People.
Salah, stop it. Oh, okay.
That's old Salah. That's it. Where he's like,
that's that Watford v Chelsea. I remember them goals. They were saucing.
Come on, Reds. Better start this. I like this. It's only 1 minute in, like, but better. Come on.
That you have to see this, James. I'm really sorry about this.
He doesn't mind. He's an Arsenal fan. He's loving life. Do you like this mediocrity that you're looking at right now, lad, eh?
It's called what's it called?
The mid-off.
Or?
The mid-table mediocrity off.
Or? Something classico?
El Shitico.
That's what we've called it today.
Listen, the people have been getting very creative in the comments today, man. Keep them coming.
Fair play.
She says, any half-time subs? No, I don't think there have been any half-time subs.
Mate, why wouldn't you? But why? I just don't get it. They've all been so bad. Why wouldn't you change it? Just like
I love
anything.
Rob trying to stay on his feet there, but that was a foul. Love that he was like, oh, get the ball down there quick. I'm Scottish. See, he's trying to stay alive.
He's trying, you can see he's just slipping. Bambi on ice, man.
Come on, the Reds. Get a goal, please. Give me something to celebrate.
Mate,
and then win the game as well, though. Like, win the game. Don't just, like,
an
get
early goal in the second half would be perfect right now.
Yeah.
Just you've come out better already, to be fair.
Yeah.
That Klopp hairdryer treatment maybe.
Okay, maybe not.
Is it?
Oh
no.
Go on, Elliot.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Go on. Oh.
What are you gonna do here? Oh.
Go on, Alisson. I know you're there. You see?
Right, you've got a left foot.
Yeah, go for him.
Sweeper, keeper.
He loves the outside the boot today, doesn't he? He absolutely loves it.
He's not even making any good passes, to be fair.
Listen, be careful. Alisson is capable of assisting.
He is.
Most goalkeeper in Premier League history with the most amount of assists.
Mad. It's actually mad, lad. He's good at it. Oh,
I hope he ends his career in double figures, is all I'm going to say.
Me too, you know, that would be brilliant. It's Mo Salah, you know. He just seems to farm Mo all the time. He's got like a little link up with him.
Listen, how long till your boy Luis Diaz is back, man?
A long while, lad. Same for Bobby. They keep coming back and getting injured.
March, they were saying.
He's going to take time, lad. It's one of them. At the moment, what I'm struggling with, I am really struggling with this, to be honest, is the transparency around our injuries. The club doesn't seem to be talking about it as much as we need them to, because right now we're suffering. So I need to know when our best players are coming back, because it's important to me, you know. Oh, go ahead. Whip it in now. That's a corner, that.
Oh, that's what you need, Nunes.
It's it!
Oh, go on, then. Nabby, lad.
No, we can't get a save. We can't make a save. You can't do nothing, lad.
This is how bad it's got. We can't even play out from the back anymore.
That's a foul.
Ooh, whole stand has got up there. You know it's a foul when the whole stand gets up.
Conor Gallagher, that's like your twins, lad. I don't know what you're talking about. You both fall over when you get contact. Elliot and Gallagher are very similar players.
I would say Conor Gallagher's more of a kick and run merchant, in my opinion.
Do you reckon? Yeah. I'd say Elliot's a bit more technical, but they're very similar.
Elliot's very technical, in my opinion.
English technical footballers. Was this going in?
Gallagher for me is like the definition of like a British player.
He's like a throwback to Lampard, isn't he?
Passion, desire, heart. Lion, mate.
Slick back hair and that.
Chelsea lion, mate.
Shops in Chelsea and Kensington and that.
You know he's got a Chelsea tattoo on his calf,
innit? Yeah, man. Swear, lad, yeah, man. Yeah! Ooh! That's a tick, lad. You had a free header, bro.
Po! Yeah?
I don't even know what to say about this game.
Or shall I say, Gak? No!
Nah, it's not Gakpo's fault. He couldn't do anything about it. For me, that's Badger needs to get on the target, lad. Not try and loft it back in. I don't know what he's supposed to do there, lad.
Mate.
Cody Bakbo's had 9 off-target shots. That's fantastic, lad.
This is just so bad. This is just terrible, terrible football. Honestly, I've not seen a worse game in quite a while. Maybe I haven't been paying enough attention, but this is just shit from all angles. From both teams. There is absolutely no quality I'm seeing at all. Absolutely no final ball either for either team. Liverpool have come out slightly better, I feel like, the second half, but honestly. It's getting to the point now where I'm like, why doesn't he just try and make a change? Like what harm is it going to do?
You always see managers say, hey, in those first 5 minutes, if I don't see something, I'm going to see changes.
No, but there's no point making a change in the 80th minute when it's too late for them to impact anything. Like nothing. It's not. We're not going to score a goal like this.
Mikhailo Mudryk.
If I don't see by the 60th minute some sort of change, he has to switch it up a little bit. Bring on some of the new signings. Like, come on.
He has to get sacked there.
That too. No, I even said it on my we do the overlap thing with Gary Neville, and I said before the start of the season, I said the only thing I'm worried about this season is injuries, and obviously that's happened. But with Graham Potter, we don't really know what his best starting 11 is because everybody's injured.
He never has it available.
No, so I don't want to blame him solely on that. But from what I'm seeing today, do I think this group of players could do better? Yes, I do. Oh, fucking hell.
Don't worry, you'll sign 5 more players if you lose anyway.
Mate, what is that? Your players are fucking so funny. They're just all falling over. Oh, God. Look, watch this. Watch this. It's so funny.
Everyone's on ice.
Look.
You got fouled there, like, didn't he?
He's not fucking fouled. He's fine. Being a baby. I haven't got time for babies.
Okay.
They say by the 60th minute, if nothing's changed, then both teams should make some changes, do something different.
Yeah, that's what I would say as well.
I can't watch this for another fucking.
I mean, we're playing
minutes.
better than this first half, so I don't know if we will right now, but we definitely are playing much better than we did in the last half. This press, see the press is actually there a little bit.
Oh! Here we go. 100 mil man is warming up.
He looks freezing, by the way. He's like,
What
God, England is cold.
What? He's been living in Shakhtar Donetsk, mate.
Yeah, but this is
You
cold.
know what the
Doing
blitz is like,
videos, lad.
bruv. Yeah.
Like me or something, you know, just doing some freestyle skills and that, lad.
Trust me, London weather's summer to him.
This is Anfield. This is Liverpool.
Oh.
Yeah, this is cold, this, lad.
It's quite cold up there.
The northern wind is a little bit different, you know what I mean? You lot are close to the sea as well, isn't it?
Right next to the river, yeah. River Mersey, lad.
Damn.
What's he moaning about? Come on, the Reds. Don't. Yeah, good lads.
Liverpool corner
he was
here.
shaping
Yeah,
up
he was
for a
going to see the
little
short
shot.
corner.
I was like, whip the ball in. Score a set piece.
Liverpool corner here. They've been putting the pressure on. Can they capitalise?
Probably not, but let's see.
Milner's good on set pieces usually.
He is, and he's not done well there, though.
Chelsea clear it out.
We can't even play out for the back anymore.
Breathe a
That's how
little bit.
tragic.
We
it's
haven't made
got.
Kepa make one save yet. Not one single save.
Isn't it?
Awful. And that was awful. Baz said, you're having a bad game, mate. I've been bigging you up all the start of the game, lad, and you're having a
It's always the case, isn't it? What do they call it? Commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
go,
then
run. You're not
crap.
fucking fast
You'll call
enough,
crap, lad.
mate.
And then they
God's
play the
sake.
best game
Banger.
you've ever seen them play, and you're like, are you messing me?
Mate, I try and do it with Son Heung-min every day. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Guy lets me down every time.
Who have you
It's
got
like,
this
no, I
weekend?
am shit. Trust me.
Who you got this weekend? Something?
Bro, after that North London derby, I'm just like, whatever, man. I'm not even Fulham away on Monday. I just been told him. Speaking of Spurs, 10DM says, Fuad, what are your thoughts on Paratici's suspension after the 15 points deduction? Listen, good riddance, man. Lock him up. If a man is cheating the game, can't cheat the game, man.
Mudryk's coming on.
Mudryk's coming on.
this.
And besides, give me the job, yeah? Because that guy was just picking targets off my Twitter page anyway. So, you know what I mean?
Come
Give
on,
me the damn
Graham.
job. Ruff,
I love it.
Listen, Pedro Porro, Badiashile, all these man.
This viral sensation coming
Lewis
onto
Hall
a
coming
football
off.
pitch right now.
100 mil, Mikhailo Mudryk.
I don't think Hall's been
Time
that
to
bad
make
though.
Ukraine proud, my
none of
brother.
them,
He's
none
gonna
of them
score
have
the
been
winner,
great.
isn't he?
Listen, if there's ever a game
Woo!
where you...
Mudryk,
poetic
I'm ready
would
for
that
you,
be?
babe.
It wouldn't. It'd be awful. I would go home crying.
Yeah?
How old is he?
You thought you was the big
How old
winger
is-
signing?
How old is Mudryk?
21. You know he's
Too-
got,
too young
you know
for
he's
me.
got- you know he's got tatted on his neck right there?
I like it. What?
Talent ain't enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
And he crossed out the talent just to let you know.
Now, when did he get that? When he was like 16 or something, lad?
Nah, mate, I'm
He's
sure.
only- what
There's
the
pictures of him
fuck?
last year where I'm like, that tattoo's not there. It's a new one. I'm telling you.
Okay.
That was the Chelsea bid landed, and he was like, oh, that's how much I'm earning. Let me go get a tattoo.
Do you reckon he's gutted that he's at Chelsea and not at Arsenal? Because you've seen all the Arsenal stuff,
Mate,
didn't you?
he still hasn't posted a single thing on his Instagram page about the Chelsea move. But the entire time he was linked with Arsenal, he was twerking
Yeah,
for every
he was,
game.
yeah. He's liking all pictures, isn't he?
Liking pictures.
Twerking?
liking random
Like the one where he
tweets.
was in jail.
Yes.
See that one?
Yes, virtually twerking.
Twerking.
He was like, let me get my Arsenal shirt, please, please, please. Like, yo, chill. They ain't gonna give it to you, B.
Never heard of that. Never heard of that.
Will come out of
I'll
nowhere,
teach
didn't
you
it?
afterwards, don't worry.
It was almost similar to the Gakpo with Liverpool as well, to be
Yeah.
quite honest with you. We just went, you know what, Man United want
I feel like
Gakpo.
what Bellingham's doing, let's
Gives
be
him-
honest.
Oh, Hender, you want to take pictures? Oh, friend. Oh, World Cup, huggy. Oh,
No wonder Robbie didn't want to bloody present today.
Oh,
You're just
You ain't even gonna end up there, bro.
I know.
All this twerking just to not end up there. They're too broke. They can't buy.
No, we could buy him. We've got a lot of money,
And
lad.
that's- and that's your
Do you know,
transfer budget for the next 10 years.
For the first time in history, lad, Liverpool have a higher revenue than Man United. Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool.
Damn. So why you like acting so cheap?
You tell me, lad. FSG, bro, what's going on? What's going on in the firm? We need some dough. You've got £3 billion off
Maybe
the back of us.
FS.
So do you want to spend some of it to make our team better? That would be sound.
You reckon the G in FSG stands for Glazers? It's very Glazer-esque.
It's heavy,
Maybe
lad.
fucking Scouse Glazers. Hey. Oh my God, Joe Mudryk! No.
That's Conor
What are
Gallagher.
you talking about?
Hey, I saw blonde, I saw blue. I wanted it to be Mudryk so bad.
Mudryk should have...
He's blaming Havertz for being in his way there.
Yeah, get out of the way, fool.
Yeah, you crap, aren't you, lad? It's just one of them, isn't it?
Chelsea just starting to wake up now. Short corner again.
No,
There's going to be a goal now.
Ziyech. Oh my God. Alisson punches it out.
It's a nice punch, that.
Guys, I'm going to fucking lose my shit with these short corners. When have they ever worked? They didn't even work in the first half.
Assist? Oh.
It's never worked. It's never ever worked in 50 million years of football. So why do they keep doing it?
I didn't realise Footy's been around that long. 15 million years.
That's how long it feels when they do it. It's such a waste when you could just literally kick it into the box. I don't understand why they do this shit.
I want to see Trent come on now, I do. Especially when that's happening. And Milner's getting caught on the ball and all that madness.
Mudryk there, fouling his first Premier League foul there.
Yeah, that's the first thing he did. I think he hasn't even touched the ball yet, but he has had a foul.
Got that dog in him.
I can't like Gallagher. It's stuck in there. Come on, lads.
Oh, fucking hell, Cucurella.
Are you messing me? Oh my God, this is Anfield.
Doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't, lads.
Doesn't sound like it.
They've had 67% possession.
It's like you said at the start of the game, is how often do you see, like lately anyway, Liverpool, well, lately you probably do, but it's not often you're used to seeing Liverpool get outworked, outrun. And it's like now dominated possession-wise as well. I don't know, man. I don't know what Liverpool need to... Well, I guess I do. Whole new midfield.
We need God, lads. That's what we need. We need
a
the
new
Lord.
coach. Investment from the board. It's quite a few things, but
it's going to take a lot.
Which one do you address first?
I can't tell you, lads. I think we need signings, so the board needs to give us money to try and rebuild. That's number one. Everyone can see it. People that don't even like football, I know that our midfield's not as suffering at the moment, you know. We've got 3 starting midfielders, basically.
So
Ziyech. Okay, Ziyech, what you got? Okay, Ziyech. Oh my God, he's made the whole team dance.
And then he just fucking skied it.
That deserved a finish, my bro. Come on, man. That was World Cup Ziyech right there.
And then he just fucking skied it. Oh, I'm losing my shit. James, stop laughing at me. I can hear you.
At least a little something, you know what I mean? Your team showing some life rather than just sitting back.
Yeah, but what? Like, come on. Like, for fuck's sake.
Robbo's
I'm doing my head in.
He is. Like, honestly, he's been man of the match for us so far, lad. Running everywhere, doing everything he can to try and get somewhere. Yes, Nunes! Can't believe I'm saying it.
Captain
yes, Nunes!
Chaos is undoing his hairband and getting ready to come on.
The regen of Cavani.
Who?
You heard.
Andy Carroll.
Yeah. I mean, he's got... Oh, Gakpo, lad. I was saying refined.
Don't worry, Brandon, you've got your wish. He said, get Nunes on. Nunes is on.
It's it!
Hey!
This is
Gakpo! Whackpo! No,
dreadful.
no. Gak, no. Yeah, handball.
Is he giving
Navigator's giving handball.
No, VAR.
Is it a penalty?
VAR.
Oh my God.
VAR for the handball, bro.
Ooh.
Where was the handball?
Oh.
I don't know if you can't...
Oh, come on.
If
can't give that.
I don't like that.
Sorry, if you're going to give that, if you would give that as a penalty, that's ridiculous.
He's literally looking forward.
Why is Kessie like this? Oh,
It's
yeah, great,
minimal
we're going to
contact.
get a penalty, we're going to get a penalty. Well,
It's
no,
minimal contact
that's
as well.
just dumb. Can't help if you fall on it.
I mean, your players would also do the same, but don't worry. I agree, it's not a penalty. And we need anything that we can get right now, that's why we're doing this.
Corner ball hit.
Oh my God.
Falls to the edge of Naby. No chance.
Let's go.
Is there a Chelsea counter on the way here? Too slow, Momo. Too slow.
Can I say just soak him out there? He's like, you know what, lad? I've had enough.
Let's just stop the game here.
That's
all they've
we
done
said.
is kick each other. All 2 teams have done it. All games kick each other.
Passes and kick each other. I agree.
Yeah. Literally, there's nothing else going on in this
Do
game.
you want the ball back? Do you want the ball? I'll give you it if you want. Can I have it? Don't even like it. Fantastic.
This is just torturous.
It's
honestly.
drab. It is drab. But at least none of us are losing so far.
I said to you before the game, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw because we're both as shit as each other.
Yeah. Squandered chances. We haven't even had its proper
I'll
chances.
take a Chelsea 1-0 all day long out of this.
Go on, con. Oh, Mudryk, first touch, and he runs it off the pitch. Fantastic. 100 million, well worth it.
That was genuinely trash.
His first 2 touches have been a foul.
That was Nunes-esque, that lad. Why does Nunes look like he's not slept a wink, lad? He looks shattered. Doesn't he?
Yeah.
You've been off for 2 weeks, lad. What's going on?
Get to bed.
Wait, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Hey, wait, look, this substitute, right? So he's just took Keita off for Nunes. What's going on here? What are we doing? Are we putting... Oh, no, we're putting Elliot.
He's gone for a 4-4-2,
yeah, we're gonna put... No, we're putting Elliot centre
midfield.
That's what that'll be. So now we've got Bajcetic and Elliot in our centre midfield. Can you see why we need midfielders?
Should have been taken off. He seems like he's been...
I agree.
I think second half he's actually improved a little bit.
He has, but he still needs to come off. He's on a yellow, mate. All it takes is a little... Oh, little Conor Gallagher.
Fucking hurry up, babe. We ain't got time. Oh.
Yeah, 6 shots from Gakpo, not one of them have been on target.
Damn!
Damn indeed. Damn indeed.
Oh, Chelsea's just...
Wait, Nunes is on the
terrible.
left. Why is he put... I don't get this. I don't understand our team, lad. Gakpo can now go on the left because we have a centre forward. Why is Nunes on the left? Don't get it. Why isn't Trent on? Bring Trent on as well.
But isn't Nunes on the left where Liverpool fans have been saying?
That's what I would like.
Gets in the
With
channel
that, yes, but also Gakpo has had 6 shots and missed every single one of them. So put Nunes in there and give him a chance. You know what I mean? This is poor.
This game is tragic.
Yeah, it's been.
I can't say anything else other than it's tragic
Come on,
from either
draw
side.
something out of this. Get some blood out of the stone that he's playing on.
Yep, shoot!
Don't let them
Shoot!
draw blood. Though.
Shoot! Shoot!
Yes.
Oh my God,
Shoot!
Chelsea just...
Oh, for God's sake! Shoot! Somebody fucking
Is that
shoot!
penalty? Oh, Mudryk! Oh my God! I thought that was it!
How have we
Oh
not
my
scored
God.
there?
Oh,
Connor should have gone down, I reckon, and we would have got a penalty
the
for
kid's
that.
got feet, though.
Staying honest.
Kid's got feet. Oi, nah.
Why are you getting excited like he's your player or something, lad?
I can't lie to you.
He missed.
I love seeing a bit of cooking.
If that was Nunes,
Thiago, hold that.
He's already...
Hold that.
If that
He's
was
already...
Nunes,
Hold that.
if that
He's
was
already
Nunes,
looking good.
John Gomez, hold that.
He's already looking good. I predict we might win this Mudryk 1-0.
If that was Nunes, you'd all
I
be saying
feel
he's
like I've
crap
seen
for
something
missing
there.
the chance.
Let's go. I quite like the link up between Connor and Mudryk as well. They're playing well together. I like it.
2 blondies.
Even though
being
it's
best
tragic,
mates.
I like it.
Besties.
This is all horrible for me to watch this, you know. We never had a good game against Chelsea, to be quite honest with you, but this one is just awful. You should be beating
To be fair,
us.
your games have always been...
Yeah.
These 2 games have always had goals in them.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
have.
I'm so surprised that there's this... Even like when you guys were poor last year, I felt like going through your rough patch. Was it the 2-2 Reece James handball off the line?
We went 2-0 up against them, lad, yeah, and then Kovacic scored a worldie from outside the box, lad, that went in top in, and then he scored again.
Bomba. And was it Pulisic cross assisted to...
Mudryk's quite good looking, isn't he?
Not my cup of tea, personally.
I feel so old nowadays. Too old for all of them.
We can sort something out, I'm sure.
I don't think he wants a 31-year-old granny.
Hey, you never know. Don't ask, you don't get.
Let's go. Yes, Mace. Yes. Go.
Milner then, he
Ooh.
knew he was a slug. He absolutely knew he was a slug and was like, I am going to have to take him out.
To get cooked.
He did.
He knew there was a cooking coming.
You're going to have to also come off the pitch, lad, because you got to... Oh, lad, no, I can't see Mudryk against Milner. No,
What the
lad.
fuck was that, Milner?
He knew what he was doing. He had to do it.
I'm being a twat.
I mean, it wasn't going to hit him.
dangerous.
It wasn't a dangerous tackle. He knew what he was doing. He just got his body in front of his.
That's one of them they call tactical
Yeah,
fouls.
it's not a
isn't it?
dangerous one. He's just like, I'm going to have to quietly take you down now, mate. Okay, bye.
That's what real leaders do.
Quietly,
Take
yeah.
one for the team.
Just going to have to take you down gently, lad, unfortunately, mate. Okay. Chelsea are growing into this, aren't they? Very much so. They look like the most likely team to score now. At Anfield. Boss. I like watching Liverpool this season. It's been good.
Oh,
There you go, Ali.
why didn't he catch that?
Because he had about 5 men around him.
I would have caught that though.
Come on. This is better press at least. Good lads. That's what you get when you press.
That's
you
poor.
make mistakes, mate. That's the whole point
Really
of the press. I can just see it, a lovely chance falling to Nunes and him just going...
I've seen a little bit of Conor Gallagher and Mudryk together and I like it, and that's about it. The rest of it is tragic.
He does look a little bit sharp, Mudryk,
Yeah.
to give it to him. His feet were good in the box before.
Yeah, but he's playing with quite a bunch of rubbish players, so... Well, rubbish at the minute.
Mo Salah, mate. Mo. Where are you, lads? Hey? Because they're looking for you, lad.
Mo is not interested, man, I'm telling you.
They don't know where you are. Come on. Go ahead, Joe, lads. Good lads. There we go.
Here we go, Liverpool coming in.
Good ball,
one in behind Salah. Cucurella. Oh, he's dealt with that. James Milner just lashing.
I don't know where the thought process for any of that was then, mate.
Good God.
It is raining.
He's been man of the match for us, him.
Yeah.
But it is raining.
He's been quality.
Is it raining?
Who's been quality?
Robertson.
Oh, I thought you said Milner, I was like...
No.
No, I'm taking the piss, saying that's why the ball is going sideways.
Millie.
That's it.
Good.
Good interception there.
Elliot, good lad.
Mate, this is quite difficult to watch.
I don't know what Nunes did then. I genuinely don't know what he did. He waited for him to hit him and then just like went...
It's really bad.
Here we go, Nunes on the edge. 1-2. Oh my God.
If Gakpo scored that then, lad.
Why are you shouting that was never going in?
First shot on target for him.
Chance on target. What do you mean it's our first attempt? It's a good bit of play. Good turn.
Potential link up between the two new guys.
No, I think it was a good turn leading up to the shot. I anticipated them having a good shot, but he didn't.
Just needed a bit more power on that.
Just needed a bit more everything on that, lads, you know what I mean? Kicked it into the deck.
Bleh.
Painful to watch. But then Nunes... Oh,
sloppy.
You've had more fouls than you'll have shots on target, lad. Come on, lads. Nunes coming in there, did something, lad. He's doing something, you know what I mean?
Come on, Noodles.
Noodle Nunes. Come on, kidder. Why is there no press? I hate when there's no press. I hate it so much because that's what you do. You just let them pass balls through the midfield. That's where it starts.
Chelsea coming now, Mason Mount.
That's all from the lack of press at the top there.
Go.
Poor delivery in the end.
Into Mudryk. Just whip it into him.
Oh, shit.
That's it.
Mudryk! Oh!
That's what I like to see, a bit more of that. Just get it in the box, for God's sake.
This all comes from, right, so Liverpool's bad form at the moment, in my opinion, starts from the high line. So if we're going to play that high attacking line that we do, we need to have high pressure at the top of the pitch, which then leads onto the midfield, following up after that, like I said earlier.
Look, he's not far off, man. This
is
hey, Mudryk winner, it's coming, I'm telling you.
That's what I feel. Perhaps. He's the only hope.
Nah, Nunes winner.
He's literally the only hope.
Nunes winner's coming in. Nunes, come on, lad. Because if you just make us watching 0-0, this whole thing was, oh my God.
Mate, I think the last couple of times, I've never been here when we've won against you. You've always beat me.
Yeah, that's great, that.
And my last few games have been 0-0s, I swear.
Damn.
Or losses.
I haven't won here for a while.
I don't think
it's been painful.
I fucking got stuck with Poland for the sweepstakes. That was horrific.
Yeah, well, you might be witnessing one right now.
No, I trust my judgment. When I'm here, there's always goals. There's definitely a goal in this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like, see, look at that passing. He's proper. He's sharp. I like him a lot.
No, he looks good.
Better than half the team, to be fair. All of them, actually. That's it. Go. Look, Mudryk. There's nobody marking him.
See, Badge tick right now.
Nobody marking to him. Nobody marking him. That's it. Go.
Oh my God, Mudryk!
Damn it!
He literally was his
chance.
Oh!
That was his chance. That was his chance.
Fallen to him there. Damn it!
Oh, look, Milner's not marking him. He's forgotten him.
That was the chance.
Why is nobody picking him up?
He could have.
No, Ziyech was. He just took a bad touch.
That was the chance.
Ziyech picked. Oh, you
no,
mean
I'm in Liverpool.
Sorry,
guys.
Yeah, no. Because Milner's not very good.
I mean, Trent would have done the same, possibly.
A bit more control on that, and it would have been decent.
Come on, Trent, lad, do something for us, lad. Who's he bringing off for him? Is it going to be Milner?
When's he going to get his Barnet sorted?
I don't know, lads. He likes it like that, doesn't he?
Just needs to freshen up, man.
Looks like yours.
No, mine
doesn't look anything like
it. You've actually got intricate work.
Yeah,
his is like dreads.
He don't care.
Yeah, he's left this. That's what.
Yeah, he's just left it like.
So what's your hair look like normally?
Like his, but longer.
Oh.
He's
what? Oh no, yeah. What's he
got dreads.
He looks a bit like a spider.
Problem is, he's let the undergrowth just.
Yeah, you got to trim it, keep it neat.
He's cool, nice leave my Trent alone.
I can't lie to you, I like
cool
it, man.
Guy,
I like it. It's I call it hobo chic.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know when he's outside at the football club and he hasn't got a football kit on, lad, he's dressed in some cool clothes, lad,
some
and all baggy and that,
I knew it.
And he'll look cool, lad, you know what I mean? And he'll look dead cool, lad. It's not all skin feeds and that's a foul.
So hey, Robbo.
Thiago is honestly just a magnificent footballer, lad, he really is. Feel sorry for him, lad. Yeah. Sorry that you've come into our team at poorest time, lad. I haven't said that last season, we weren't poor. We were fantastic, so I'm not going to say that. But this season, wow. Look at Kanate and... Did you see Kanate and Havertz then?
No.
Hugging each other to stop each other running, lad.
Both tired.
Yeah. Swerve the running, lad. We'll just hold one another, okay?
Let's go. Oh, fucking hell, Jorginho. Why'd you leave?
Mudryk.
Right, Mudryk, get back in your little...
Guys, don't forget as well, after this, we've got Saturday football show. I'll be there as well, joined with a couple of special guests as well. My guy James being in the back there, he'll be here as well. Covering all the 3 o'clock. Abby and Neeks as well will be in the building to join us. Make sure you join us after this game. Bringing you everything on TR Sports, of course. Make sure you like the stream if you're enjoying it as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. What are you doing here? Well, yes. Saturday football show afterwards.
Jesus Christ. This is so awful to watch, lad.
It's really been tragic, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Still got a good 20 minutes left.
Guys, believe me, guys. There is a
After
goal
injury.
here. And just pray that it's for your team. Because I can feel it. There's a mistake somewhere, and there's a goal. Oh my God, Nunes could have potentially snuck that, you know?
This is Anfield, lad. I can't stand losing on Anfield. It pains me soul.
Sometimes it's the pain. That's the beautiful part, though.
What's beautiful about the pain, lad? There's nothing beautiful about it, lad. The only beautiful part is remembering the pain when you're successful.
Oh, here we go. There's a mistake. There's your mistake. Hey, man, just give it to Mudryk and go, man.
Yeah, honestly, just pass it to him.
Did you see that, right? That was
there we go. Mudryk, ball. You see,
ball.
penetrating straight away.
Go! Shoot!
Hey, man, I just want to see some new signing goals. Gakpo, Mudryk, can one of you step up, please?
Mudryk looks proper sharp. Like,
you see what you just seen there? Right,
God,
so that was perfect depiction for me, right? Havertz is a big lad, but he's not a very strong lad, yeah? His hold-up play is okay, but he does go down. And what you just seen then was him take on Harvey Elliott and Bajcetic, simply because he's more grown than them, lad. He's bigger, stronger, faster than them. Because they're just not up to par yet when it comes to that physical game, because they're still very young men. It's hard, lad. This is why we're suffering. And then on the other side of the coin, we've got really experienced, old, past-it players as well. So we haven't got that in the middle player.
Hey. I can't lie, man. I know Arsenal fans are angry right now watching this Mudryk cameo.
Go.
He looks good, bruv.
What the fuck was that?
I know people wanted to give the whole, 100 mil. Is he worth it?
He looks very good.
Hey, it's early days, though. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, he's touched the ball.
Look at that! Oh my God!
Nunes was scoring goals early on.
He's fucking great.
How does he look?
Once he has the right players around him that aren't so bloody awful,
is he on side? Be on side, you know, bed. Be on side. Be on side. At least it's a shot on
Easy for Kepa.
Should have probably passed.
MJ Power says Trossard is enough. Fair enough. If you believe that,
if Arsenal had got Mudryk, you'd be.
I'm surprised.
God, you'd be flying.
I'm surprised Liverpool never saw Trossard after he scored the hat-trick in Anfield, lad. I genuinely thought, we're going to buy Trossard now, because that's what Liverpool do, lad.
Scored so many goals against Spurs, I actually have a hatred for him. I would not like it if we signed him.
He's a good player, Trossard, lad. Very good player.
I actually think 25 million, good cover for multiple positions.
Brilliant, lad.
Premier League
Dynamic
proven.
forward. Can play centre.
International.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's go.
Age as well.
Scores bags of goals as well, lad.
Yeah.
Hard working, strong.
I think that's kind of what they needed as well. Mudryk would have probably been maybe a disruption to their first team, I think. This is kind of more, Trossard is good enough to get in the first team if he's on form.
Yeah.
But then he's also got to kind of earn his way off the bench, if that makes sense. So.
Wasn't the Brighton manager having a go at him recently? And then he's left?
I think rightfully so, though, because he said pretty much since he's come back from the World Cup, he's just down tools. And he hasn't really given like a valid reason for him to.
It must have been because he was going to Arsenal, lad.
Yeah, he realised after the World Cup. Listen, man, my stock is up.
Yeah,
like, let me get out of here while things are good.
Oh, there it is.
Mudryk to Mudryk. He's wide open though. He's literally wide open. They need to fucking start passing to him more.
Wow. The days of Liverpool's dominance have well and truly they're gone then, aren't they?
Question is, will you get them back? I think.
Of course we will. Lad.
Is it permanently gone where it's like, all right, now we're going into another 30-year abyss?
No.
Or is it a thing where...
Even in that 30-year abyss, I'll remind you, lad, we won about 3 European Cups, lad. We won FA Cups and we won League Cups, lad. We weren't in no abyss. We just didn't win the league, but we won plenty of trophies.
Look, Mudryk is going to be free again.
Liverpool will never be a team that drops down into relegation battles and gets all that type of stuff, lad. There's too much fans behind it, too much money behind it, too much of everything behind it, bro. And even the fact that you get credibility from your old successes, lad. Jurgen Klopp came to us because we were good in the 70s and the 80s, lad. Not because we were good now.
Let's go.
He come because he romanticised us, lad, and he liked us back in the day. So he thought, you know what? This is a sleeping giant. Let me take these back to the top.
It's one of the reasons why I think, like, Arsenal are able to restore their life at the moment.
Yeah, it is,
I think young players look at them, and they're probably a lot of the young boys who grew up watching. Yeah,
I remember
grew up
Sol
watching
Campbell
Henry, Vieira, Bergkamp, all these great players, and now this like, hold on, I can be part of the team that brings them back. Like, I think Camavinga at Madrid, he says he's an Arsenal fan type of thing, and I know he's been linked on loan yesterday, and I was like, my God. That fan thing really does play. I mean, half the Spurs squad are Spurs fans, Arsenal fans. Sorry, let's not forget. You
need a storyline.
Doherty.
People don't understand how important storylines are to mentality, lad. If you have a storyline of we're bringing this club back to the top, then you've got something to fight for, and you have a different mentality, lad.
Yeah, Chalobah down injured again, so it's another Chelsea knock.
Fab and Curtis, who's coming on for Bajcetic and Elliott.
Yeah.
And Hendo. Fucking hell.
Stat just popped up as well. It says Chelsea have had 68% possession over the last 15 minutes at Anfield, by the way. This is not at Stamford Bridge, at Anfield.
Mudryk's been
world's
the only
greatest stadium in Europe,
player.
they tell us.
Like, do you know what I don't like right now? Cody Gakpo, Nunes and Salah are all standing on their own. They're not really talking to one another right now. They should be bigging each other up, lad. Look for me, I'm going to be doing this run. Help me out on this side.
Yeah,
they need to, lad, talk to one another. You're mates, lad. You're playing in a professional game, lad.
It's like, I remember,
tell them what you need.
Salah Mane used to do a lot of that.
Yeah, they were like, lad, I'm going to... Yeah.
Well, you'd always see them hand over the mouth.
I'm better than you, mate, you know?
I'll be honest, I think they used to say some hateful shit to each other, for sure.
Hey, you're that last chance, you know, lad. Score the next one, bro.
Pass, bro, you've missed 4 times. Chalobah's coming off, yeah. Do Chelsea have a substitute ready? I'm seeing Liverpool subs.
Where's Thiago?
He's telling him go off the near side of the pitch, not the other side. Chelsea players trying to waste time. Refs not having none of it.
You're wasting time. You're the better team. This is mad.
He's booked him. He's
booked him?
He's booked him.
Chalobah got booked.
I mean, if you're booked now, you might as well take your time, I guess.
Unless you get a second one, can you get booked for the same reason?
No, it's funny, me and Chalobah got the same hairstylist.
Why have they booked him? Because he was taking too long?
Yeah, same barbers.
Let's play, lad.
Mine's better, though.
Premier League barber.
You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
Yeah, sports.
Baby.
We appreciate you, baby.
I don't appreciate this Liverpool performance.
Oh, what's fucking Aubameyang going to do? Oh, I need to go home. What are you laughing at?
You know what I love, yeah? It's almost like... He's actually playing the double agent role without realizing he's playing it.
Yeah.
And like, Arsenal fans should actually be really proud of the work he's done at Chelsea, in my opinion, because he's gone back there and basically just been an absolute stink show.
Like Rafa at Everton, lad. Yeah.
It's like, I'ma just show these lot. Nah, I really am one of them. And I'm like, fair play, man.
Because I don't care about Chelsea in any way whatsoever.
And they tried to get him to do the fake PR, guys. It's just personal. It's not business. Or what was the other? It's business, not personal. Ah, come on, bro.
No one believes it, lad. No one's buying
it. Who's coming on now?
The worst thing is he's kind of burnt that bridge as well. Because when Arsenal beat them and their players also swarmed him in that celebration, wow. I said, yeah, that's cold. Carney Chukwuemeka coming on as well now, man.
Chukwuemeka.
I
like that name.
Gakpo and Elliott. So wait, let's go. Are we doing 5 in midfield now on the 80th minute? What?
This is just the worst game of football I've ever watched.
I've never seen this from Liverpool. I just don't.
Mudryk has been the only player that's actually done something that's like quality, like some good quality football.
Curtis Jones on the wing. Is that what we're about to do?
For a couple of passes. That's about
it. Indeed.
Yeah, we're putting Curtis Jones on the wing.
Left wing, yeah.
are so
Curtis
shit.
Jones left wing,
Everybody's
Darwin
so
Núñez up
shit.
top.
This is terrible.
And his first touch was
Oh, God. No, that's always like a confidence breaker as well.
when you have your first touch. Got to get your first pass and your first touch off right. Otherwise, you just feel crap for the rest of the game. Yeah, there we go. Overpassed. No! He's not getting on target.
Trent has to bury that, man. He has to bury that.
This is so terrible. Look, James, just watch this. We've got the production team in here watching. It's just funny, innit? No, he's onside.
Darwin Núñez. That's not a bad ball.
What's he doing?
Good into dangerous.
He's trying to go top left. He's trying to go top left because Cucurella's there and he's trying to do...
I still think he's got to do
clever,
better.
lad.
Get it on target at least.
Yeah, exactly. Might
Your
bounce off
Badger
people,
guy didn't do much.
No, he didn't.
Badger Tech.
How do you say it?
I've said it 4 different names throughout the stream. I've said Badger Tech. I've said Badger Tech. I've said, what's the one you say?
Badger Tech.
That's the one. Pass your test.
Oh, God.
Right.
After the battle of who is more shit at the minute?
Doesn't look like there's a... I mean, it's probably Liverpool, to be fair to you, to be honest.
Mudryk ON, get it.
Nope, not with
Get
Canate. Oh my God.
Oh,
God,
mother.
man.
Because they're falling all over the place.
That was perfect, wasn't it? It was just... it was perfect, though, wasn't
It
it?
just, you know when you think, oh, they're going to capitalise on a mistake?
Oh, no, they're not, because
They made a mistake. It's like, you know what this game needs? Benny Hill music.
Well, it needs some quality football, that's what it needs. Oh,
I would love it if somebody made a collage of all the times the players have been dispossessed. It would be so funny.
Just Benny Hill music running over.
It would literally be a mess. This game has been a mess. I can't even tell you who's played well and who hasn't because it's just such a mess.
Robbo's going to go for Liverpool, I'll give him that. And then Trent's just give away the ball, which is great.
I think Badashil's been okay for us, I think. But don't quote me on that because I really
as well should have scored that header coming across the face of goal in the first half, possibly, man.
Just fucking pass to Mudryk, honestly. Just pass to him, just get the ball
probably been your
over
best
to
player.
him. He's not being marked, just fucking get it to him.
Are we all seeing this this reluctance from Alisson to use his left foot?
Where is Alisson kicking it?
He's just anywhere and everywhere.
I don't think he gives a shit.
He doesn't. He just goes, as long as it's on the outside of my right foot, I'm hitting it.
Yeah. That's all he's done. The ball spins in the air as well.
What do you reckon, Sophie? Chelsea could use a couple of signings after this, freshen up the squad.
Okay, so we need 11. No, 10, because we've got Mudryk now, so we need 10 others.
Good work.
Come on, that's it. Just pass. Just fucking...
Oh my God.
Oh, 1-2.
Go.
Kenny
What is going on?
Over his own boots.
What's going on? What was that?
After a beautiful 1-2.
What is going on?
Probably was not expecting Mudryk picking his teammate back up.
This is comedy football, you know
This
what?
is actually comedy, because look,
It
you've done the
genuinely
1-2 perfect.
He's not even done it.
Do you know what? He's given it, not expecting to receive it back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you ran into the box, how can you not expect it?
The kid's got grass on his face, lad, where his face hit the floor from him tripping over his own feet.
I don't know what you're laughing about. You just did it at the other end of the
laughing
pitch.
at the crapness of this, okay? That's what I'm laughing at.
Good God.
Oh, God, this has been so... I thought maybe there'd be a few goals, but then...
Late winner, Liverpool. Come on. Núñez to score a crappy goal that bounces off 4 people and then goes in, and it's a goal line clearance, but it's not, and it just goes in.
JT's in the crowd at Chelsea today.
Comedy classical.
I'll have you know.
Doing that sad so Bob noise, you know, innit? Fucking... What have we got to say about this game? Nothing. Oh, that is right, Mo. That was great. And you're going to get it to him?
Yes, is there a late one? Is there a late one?
Best looking thing in the whole game.
Hendo floats it.
And
Not enough.
That was a great defensive header, that, you know.
It's that right place, right time. Go on, Jomis. Light one up from 40 yards.
Oh my God, it's a foul.
This is poor. So poor, man. Lack of quality on display. No one
Robbie, I know why Robbie didn't want to be here today. That was tactical.
Fall asleep
that was
in the
tactical.
middle of it, that's right.
Stitch me up.
After the stuff he's been watching with his team, he'd fall asleep watching this.
Good God.
This is just tragic. Oh, I feel like I've aged 10 years.
Looking like Graham Potter.
I can't believe it's nearly 90 minutes and there's not been anything. There's nothing.
It's sad.
I'm so sorry to all the viewers that have been watching this game.
Yeah,
I don't
sincerely apologise. I'm so sorry for you having to watch this.
I hope the three of us have made it somewhat bearable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're more entertaining. We've been on better form.
Literally.
And I don't understand where that was going.
I don't know what that was.
To
Soul
one
Dreams.
player in the midst of
Soul
5.
Dreams. Oh my god. Nope.
I don't get this.
Just give us a mistake, even if you're not going to give us quality. Come on, man. Good Beats Entertainment says, this is carry-on football.
It is, yeah.
Feels like that, mate. I'm telling you. Fossil football
Oh,
spreading.
he's Adam.
Oh, something. No. Mo.
That's where Manny usually collects that, lad. Does a touch on his right outside and then it's it hard left.
Yeah. Mo Salah said, welcome to the Premier League, Mudryk.
I can't believe this. Liverpool have disappointed me so much.
Do you know, shall I tell you what's happened with Klopp? I think a little bit. I'm always a big believer in people shouldn't change their look when things are going right. And I felt like Klopp went a little bit Hollywood when he decided to, you know.
Why? Because he didn't want glasses anymore. He wanted better vision.
I'm just saying.
Because Klopp took his glasses off. It's all his fault.
Did you notice Fernando Torres, blonde hair, world-class, supreme, unbelievable striker?
Yeah, fair play.
Shaves his head to a brown head, brunette, dead.
Yeah.
Lukaku,
Graham
with
Potter.
dreads, supreme footballer, supreme athlete,
Skinhead.
100 Premier League goals,
Crap.
shaves the dreads off, crap. When the magic is going right, you don't touch it.
Like a
Leave
Samson
it as
thing.
it is. See Trent? Nice. Short hair, killing it. People are comparing him to Danny Alves. Starts to go dreads, all of a sudden it starts going tits up.
I mean, he had dreads last season and we played every competitive season.
I know, but last season he was also getting cooked.
No, but he was also in the Champions League final, an FA Cup final, League Cup final, and
but
the
I'm just
Premier League
saying,
the last day of the league.
Go get the old frames out, big man. That was the magic to yourself.
And like a little Samson thing, lad, if you cut your hair, you've lost your strength.
Listen. I don't make up the rules, innit? It's just the facts of the matter.
Free kick, definitely. That was a free kick. And then you bodied him to get a free kick there because you didn't get one. You got, and you're about to get a yellow.
You're a muppet. No, you're a muppet. No, you are, lad.
It's because this was a foul. That was a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul, yeah.
The poll has been complete as well, that we asked earlier.
What? Who's worse?
Who had the worst season so far, basically? Do you want to take a guess?
I know it's going to be Liverpool.
Do you want to take a guess? Take a guess. Okay, let's guess the percentages.
What did you say? Well, sorry, I fell asleep.
The poll that I
The
did
poll
earlier
that we said earlier.
Oh,
who
right,
was the
yeah.
worst this season? What do you reckon the percentages are?
I actually think Liverpool have been worse.
Okay.
No.
You both say Liverpool.
Hold on.
Give me a percentage.
Liverpool 56.
Now, do you know what? I actually reckon it's probably
It's pretty tight.
48-52.
Ooh, 46-53.
Who?
Not bad. There's a
who's
percentage
worse?
missing.
And who's
That
worse?
math.
Yeah, who's worse?
Liverpool, 53%.
But it's very marginal. That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
just not. It's
And this is it. About mid-off El Crapico, as we've
mate.
been
If
saying.
either of these two teams played Arsenal or City right now,
Oh, actually,
it'd be
Liverpool beat
5-0.
City?
Yeah, but
I
not
mentioned
the way we
Fernando
played
Torres,
today.
And Anthony Gordon, the Everton players, popped up in our comments and said Mudryk is Fernando Torres. Now that they mention it, he does look like Fernando Torres.
They
you
do
know.
look a little bit the same, yeah.
Are you seeing this right now with Cucurella having beef with our bench?
Good. That's what I like to see. We ain't seen no entertainment on the pitch. Might as well
Why
see it
has
off the
that
pitch.
man got such a big mouth, Cucurella, lad? What's wrong
Look
with
at that! Look at that!
There's nothing wrong with
Stamped
that.
on his Achilles.
Bro, he never. He got the ball there, lad.
Nunes, you are a dirty player.
He definitely got the ball that time, lad.
Dirty
That was
player.
the ball, bro. That was. I don't like Cucurella, you know.
Hey, big up everyone who's stuck with us throughout this stream, man. You guys are the real MVPs, man. 5 minutes added time left in this game.
Liverpool get a late
Is there a
winner.
surprise?
That would make my weekend.
Is there
lad,
a
you know.
surprise?
No, probably not. Like, probably not there, Paul. But I would love a late winner. There's nothing better than a late winner.
Red
in this
Alert
league.
says FSG out, Doyle out.
I'd just like to announce on TV now that if Robbie's thinking of hiring me for any more Chelsea games, I might have to retire for the season. And
Can't
hopefully
do that.
come back when things are a little bit better.
You got to support your team through the thick.
Because I
and
can't
the thin.
fucking deal with this
Yeah,
shit
I
again.
was gonna say.
This is too much. This is too much, people. It's too much for me to handle. I can't sit through this anymore.
It is horrible, like.
Like, honestly, like, but that's what I mean, though. Like, you could have a really good Liverpool-Chelsea game if both teams were performing well, and whoever wins, at least you've had a really good game to watch, and both teams have performed to the highest standard. All they've done for 91 minutes and 47 seconds is fall all over each other.
Yeah.
Look at this.
And then you're about to score by the looks of it.
Go! Please! Fuck off! I've had enough. I can't watch this anymore. I can't watch it anymore. This is so bad.
Let's see if it's a corner. I know it is.
Yeah, it's a corner. They're just falling all over each other. I can't watch it anymore.
Did you see that? He headed it off our other defender's back of the head, which went to... What is this game, lad? Chaos?
Oh.
Wow, the pace
Chaos gets
of
the ball there.
Niosla.
Go on, give us something, Captain.
It's fast, like.
You got something? Ooh! No.
That's a corner, that. Is it? It's a corner.
It should be.
Yeah, I think it is.
That should be a corner.
I've retired from
Come on, Darwin, give us a goal.
You gotta give him, like, he is rapid, like,
he's
fast, isn't he?
Who?
Nunes.
He's quicker definitely than I thought.
Oh, another short corner, great.
Fantastic, bud. And it does...
Training ground piece?
Nothing, buddy. Oh, my God.
Why have you done that short corner?
Go ahead, Thiago, lad. Well done.
You've only got 2.5 minutes left. Why
Trent,
would you
just
do that?
shoot.
Oh, Trent.
Just shoot from there. You know you got it in your locker.
Where's he going there?
What are you talking about?
He thought the Mo Salah back post was still on. This ain't
But why? You've only got 2.5 minutes left. Why are you doing a short corner?
2019, bro.
Why are we doing short corners again?
Do you know why?
It's really fucking annoying me.
They've taken 3 or 4 previous corners and it's not beating the first
so
man.
they're trying something
so they're
different.
like, you know what, let's show something.
But it doesn't work.
That was so good.
Hasn't worked all game for anyone.
You have wanted this draw, you know, when you can see that you want this draw now. We really don't want to draw, we want to win, but we haven't done anything to show that we want to win. Who's been better than that department, to be quite honest. What is this? In the air, no one can get it on
This
the floor.
was an advert for the Premier League. My God. My God.
We have some serious issues.
My God, we are in trouble.
Let's go.
Oh.
Where's Mudryk
Con, what you got? Oh, meaty tackle.
He's a brilliant defender, you know, honestly.
Konate.
That was beautiful.
That's a bit of meat right there.
All he is this one. What's going on?
It's not funny, Phil. What are you laughing for?
I'm sorry,
Piss
man.
off.
Oh my God.
Ooh, Darwini. That was your moment, baby.
He's offside.
He's offside. Of course he is.
Offside as well.
Ugh. My God, man.
Why does he hit that? Why does he take so long?
Yeah, you should have hit that first time. I'm sorry for being
Miles
you.
offside as
You
well.
should be rattling that into the bottom bins.
What happened, even? It's a good tackle.
Yeah. Corner ball, is it?
No, it's offside. Nunes was offside.
Yo, is that grazing Aspilicueta's beard?
Yeah, what
My
is that? I
God.
saw that.
I think both your phases paint a perfect picture there, you know?
Just the worst thing I've ever watched. Just could it just be fucking over now? I've fucking had enough.
10 seconds left.
Neither team deserves a winner. They've both been equally fucking dreadful. Just blow the whistle.
There you go.
Thank God for fucking that. Right, wrap it up, wrap it up.
Full time, and listen, there is not even much to say on that, guys. Let me get your thoughts straight away. 0-0.
Didn't lose, lad. Still conceded the first goal, like, but it was still 0-0. Just poor. We're at Anfield. I expect so much more from our team, I really do. Even just a little bit of running. The young lads that come on didn't do what I wanted them to do. Just genuinely poor, lad.
Yeah. Sophie, what's your feeling?
It was 90 minutes of watching everybody fall all over the place, tackle each other, lose the ball, both teams. No final ball. Ball was kicked out of the stadium 50 times. It was the worst. The only bit of magic there really was Mudryk seeing what he's going to probably do when he gets the right players around him. But that was absolutely terrible football. I'm so sorry to everybody that had to witness that.
Listen, to those of you that have stuck with us throughout this stream, you are the real MVPs.
Yeah.
We hope we've been able to some way, somehow keep this entertaining. But like the stream anyway, guys, make sure you stick around as well, because we've got Saturday football show coming up with me, Neeks, Abby, and we'll be covering all the 3 o'clock kickoffs as well. So make sure you join us as well. James as well will be in the building. Make sure you join us right afterwards. That's it for this stream here. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.